Yes, guys. Yes, people. We are back. Why is the style change? Why the fuck? All right, cool. Here we go. Yes, guys. Big up, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another preview slash review slash Chelsea chat slash everything. Hope everybody's had a great week. The sun is shining. The sky is blue, just like London. And speaking of blues, we should be hoping to give Ipswich some more blues because these men are 3 games away from guaranteed relegation. 3 games away from guaranteed relegation, and their fixtures that are coming up has basically already guaranteed their relegation. We just have to be able to put one of the final nails in their coffin and also get some revenge because I'm just so sick to death of hearing about how we lost to Ipswich. Because, yeah, we did lose to Ipswich. Yeah, we deserved to lose it. And, yeah, Maresca deserved a fuck ton of stick for that one. Because he's the one that chose to play Sassy at right back when we had 3 fit right backs all on the bench. But Ipswich are also shit. So I have no real reason to be worried about them just because they beat us. I just want us to learn from it and to have it in the back of our heads as some sort of motivation. But we're going to get into that in a little sec. First off, I've got to shout out the community. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Big up to everybody who's joined in from the Troops Raid as well. Shout out to the Back Again community. Big up. Big up to Namaya. Big up to Musty. Big up to Hoodie. The first one to remind us that Ipswich beat us. And yeah, even though they beat us, we can still increase our goal difference because guess what? It's Ipswich. It's Ipswich. I don't care if they beat us. They should not be beating us again. They will not be beating us again. Because they're fucking shit. They are shit. So, yeah. Rise up the goal difference. Get some revenge and be merciless. I don't care if they're about to go down. Beat the piss out of them. Beat the piss out of them. Shout out to Papa Bredge. Big up, my guy. Big up. Ain't that fucking facts as well. Big up to Amir. Big up to Fielder. Big up to Saul. Big up. Big up to Certified. To Jetmir. To JJ. Shout out to Chunky. Big up, Chunky. Yeah, this is the weekend where we finally get semi-automated offsides. Anyone else excited to see how they fuck it up this time? Because I am. I can't wait to see it still take 7 minutes to figure out whether a goal should be disallowed or not, even with semi-automated offsides. Because I think they added it in the FA Cup for one of the earlier rounds, and they still fumbled it. So that ain't going to mean nothing for me until I actually see it get used effectively. And we have a habit of not using things very effectively in this country. So, yeah, we will see. We will see. Shout out to Musty. Big up to Pierre. Big up to Aya. Big up to Ben Talks Chelsea. My G. Big up to Logic. Big up to the Reels Pop. To Samuel. To Mello. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Because I'm out for like the next 2 days and I'm going to get battered again. So I don't know if I'll even have it in me to go out to the game early kickoff. But the guarantee is next week. I'm going Fulham away. I am not missing Fulham away. Like, that's one of my favourite fixtures just because of how close it is for me. We are not shit too, just like Ipswich. This is, again, when I need to tell people to stop being overly negative. Man are talking about us being as shit as Ipswich. Find shame. I don't know where you lost it. I don't know if it's under your bed. I don't know if it's below your pillows. I don't know if you've left it in the other room. I don't know if you left it in your mate's yard. But find shame immediately, please. We are shit too, comparing us to fucking Ipswich Town. Fucking hell, guys. Big up to Hoodie, though, but fuck me, man. Please find some optimism somewhere, at least for this. Shout out to Daniel, 6th best team in the league. You could say that, but that's also not 18th. So I don't need to hear this negative BS for Ipswich. I'm not saying this for you. I'm saying it for wherever the shoe fits, innit? Man want to do the whole fucking, oh, we're shit as well. It's Ipswich Town. These men are already accepting that they're going down. We actually have something to fight for. They barely don't. They're 12 points off safety. 12 points off safety. Big up Joey, my G. Big up, bro. Big up to Master Michael. Big up to Brendan. What else? That's the LCHM. There it is. There it is. What if they do beat you again, though? Talk to me if they do. Because this is what people always ask me as well. Like, what are you going to do if we lose this game? What are you going to do if we lose 2-0? What are you going to do if you get knocked out of the Conference League? What are you going to do if this, and that, and everything? I'm going to be fucking angry. What do you think? Are you think I'm going to smile about it? Yay, we lost to Ipswich again. Yay. We lost to Ipswich. I'm so happy. Why do people ask me this? Like, well, what do you think I'm going to feel if we don't win? Like, ain't it obvious? Ain't it obvious? Or is it just not obvious to certain people? I don't know. I don't know. Trust me, son of Chelsea, and it's not even before just any game. Ipswich. This is the easiest game we are going to have for the remainder of the season that is not in the Conference League. This is the easiest game we're going to have. And I'm meant to be annoyed about this. I'm meant to be annoyed about this. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, Mo, trust me, man. It didn't even take 24 hours from that Warsaw game. Not even 24 fucking hours. Because you always know it's the same names. It's the same names that always run the negativity. Because you clock, they don't say anything optimistic about anything. It's like it's constantly raining wherever they are. And it's just moody, depressive. Yo, just on a level, some of you, man, I hope you're living a good life. On a level, like mentally. I hope like everything's good. I hope everything's stable. I hope you guys are in a good place in life. I hope you guys are feeling well. I hope like the football and everything isn't really getting to you guys like that, because some of you, man, like really sound like you're going through depression. And I don't wish that on anybody. I genuinely don't wish that on anybody. So I hope things are good for you guys. And if they aren't, please try and find some hobbies. Try and find something to do in your spare time that will make you feel good, man. Do things that you enjoy. Because for some of you, man, it's genuinely like you just don't enjoy Chelsea. And if you don't enjoy Chelsea, that's fine, but detach. Just detach yourself. And find something that gives you happiness in life. Because for a lot of people, it genuinely does seem like you have zero happiness around Chelsea. Zero happiness. Because look, I'd hear all of this stuff if we were in mid-table. I really would. We're still fourth. We're still fourth. You could ask me, like, oh, do you think we're going to be fourth by the end of the campaign? Like, whatever. That's an opinion, and I understand that. But some men are acting like our season's already dead and buried. So look, you guys might just be going through some shit. You guys might really just be going through some shit. And if you are, it's never that deep. It's never that deep. But yeah, big up to the chat, man. Big up to every single one of you. Trust me, bro. Yo, honestly, even before this one, we're talking about rise the goal difference, but we lost to Ipswich. We're not going to lose to Ipswich again. We're not. We're just not. It's crazy. Yeah, no, Mo, people are. People are. You should have seen the collapse that was going on Twitter at half-time in the last game just because it was still 0-0. Like, you man have sat through how many of these Conference League games just to get worried 45 minutes into a first leg? Like, I'll wait until I can see the goal in that league. Then I might start worrying. Until then, I'm just going to sit back and wait for us to score because it's just a matter of fucking time. It's just a matter of time. It's the same carbon copy as the Copenhagen away game. Boring, not really a lot of chances, and then you bring on some substitutes and you win the game. Done. Finished. And we took off Palmer and we still won. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Gotta relax a little bit. Gotta relax. We have to beat all the teams we play. Forest, Newcastle, and Liverpool will be difficult unless Liverpool and Forest already qualified for Europe. Forest, I think, will have qualified for Europe by the time we play them. They have the easiest running out of everybody. Out of everybody within third to about 7th, I think. They've got the best run. So I think that will be done. Now, Liverpool, I think they can still win the league at Spurs. I think they can. And if not, I'll probably end up being at our ground, which is just like... Okay, so yeah, we're not winning that one. Newcastle, God knows. God knows. But win all of our home games and get at least one away win, if not two, and that should be enough to see us through. Because again, people are going to act like Man City are going to be consistent, like fucking Newcastle are going to be consistent. They're not. They're all going to drop points as well. Like, Man City play terrible football, and these guys have just lost Haaland. They are not nearly as prolific as people make them out to be. Newcastle, they've got a great midfield and a decent attack. Their defense is and their goalkeeper is and their depth is So even them, they can be got at in certain games. But they're not consistent either. Aston Villa, I just hope these guys go through to the next round. Because our best bet with Aston Villa is those UCL nights. And who else? Forest is done. I think they get third. Brighton, I don't think they'll have enough consistency to really get into this conversation. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. What's happened to Nkunku? He's so washed. You've just asked me a question and answered it. He's washed. That's just it, bro. That's just it. Yeah, Jetmir, I understood people being depressed last season because we were rotting in mid-table until May. We haven't been in mid-table at any point this season, bar what? Game week 1. Game week 1 because we lost our first home game. That was it. That was literally it. That was it. Bro, Jardel, a lot of people are doing, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Shout out to Chloe, Standard, Pochin, and all of that. There you are. There you are. Still can't believe Maresca said the players should be lucky to experience Legia Warsaw away. A lot of us understood what he meant by that. He meant experiencing playing in an atmosphere that loud and that toxic as fucking Legia Warsaw away. It wasn't like, it's a brilliant achievement for us to be here. No, it's an experience. I don't know how that flew over so many of you guys' heads. He's talking about the atmosphere. He's talking about playing in that sort of environment. Like, I really don't get how something like that flew over so many man's heads. But you know what? Again, certain men are just looking for anything to be negative about. So that's something that they got out. Yeah, Pies was wrong. Pies was wrong. Shout out to Pies, but he was wrong. I was talking about dealing with atmospheres like... Now, I think for a young and inexperienced Chelsea team, that is a very big experience for them. I do think that's a massive experience for them. It's not an achievement, it's an experience. But certain men are just going to use everything for their agenda. Now, I understand, there's been some stuff Maresca said that's pissed me off. Like, talking about it being okay to get knocked out of the cups and everything like that. Shit like that and the whole flip-flopping over top 4 being the target and not and all of that shit, I didn't agree with. Quotes like this? No. It weren't that deep at all. It weren't that deep at all. Oh shit, you went to the game. Yo, fair fucks, man. Hope you got back safe. I heard the away fans had to go through some mad forest to get into the ground. I was thinking, yo, the ultras will catch you lot there. They'll catch you all lacking. That's a bit crazy still. That is a bit crazy. Yeah, no, we're not even allowed to bring in pyro to games. You're not allowed to bring in pyro within like 1 or 2 miles of a football ground or you're getting arrested. So you can't do that. Can't do that. It's a shame though, because stuff like that would really help with the atmosphere. Bro, I picked the right team. You picked the wrong team. That's you, bruv. That's a you problem. Shout out Sidcam, man. Big up, bro. It's been a while. I hope you're well. Hope you're well, man. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck it. Oh, you traveled with the family to that. Oh, no. I hope it wasn't like a little boy. Hope he's at least a teenager or something, because fuck me, that's not a game I bring the little one to. Swear down. Glad you lot are safe, though. Shit. Shout out Nathan as well. Big up, my guy. Big up. What did you think about Maresca's comments on the striker situation? What did he say? I saw he had some quotes on Jackson. On Jackson, he said, we need... Oh, it was a little one. You know what? That's an experience for him. That's all we'll call it. We'll call it an experience. Shout out, my G. Big up. So what did Maresca say on Jackson? We need to manage him because you can see his importance to us. It was harder playing games without him because he's that kind of striker who is always a threat to the opposition's defensive line, and he is also very aggressive off the ball. With Nico, I think we are a better team, so we are going to try and manage him until the end. Maresca also says he wants a copy of Nicholas Jackson as a striker signing. My perfect number 9 is exactly Nico Jackson. We already have a number 9. It's not summer now. If we can have a copy of Nico, it's okay. Even then, I kind of think this has been blown out of proportion anyway. It's just him bigging up his striker. Yeah, if we can have a copy of Nico, it's okay. My perfect number 9 is exactly him. I don't think we're going to get a striker that's the same profile of Jackson anyway. I don't think that's going to be the case. So, I don't really take too much from those quotes. I don't. I think he's just saying that because he's protecting Jackson, and we've seen Maresca will always protect his players in the press room. He'll only call them out if they're not working hard enough in training, for example. But, yeah. Look for the full comment, Lewis. Man, let pies be paraphrased. I think that was the full comment. Was it? Maresca Jackson. My perfect 9 is exactly Nico Jackson. We already have a number 9. It's not summer now. If we can have a copy of Nico, it's okay. I've said many times, and you can see as well, with Nico, we are a better team. Nico is the one that we need. Last season, he scored goals without penalties. This season, he scored goals until he was injured. Now, hopefully, he can score more goals without penalties. We are happy with Nico, and about next season, it's not the moment in terms of talking about transfers. In terms of numbers, Liam Delap is doing fantastic. I think he scored 12 goals already. It's not just in terms of his numbers. The way he plays and fights and is always there. But he's an Ipswich player. He's an enemy on Sunday because we need to beat them. And then after the game, I wish him all the best for the future. To compare Liam with Harry Kane and Haaland, I think it's a bit early. But for sure, in terms of style, he's that kind of player. They are all real 9s. They are 9s around the box. I always look like Kane and Haaland's a bit different in terms of that type of strikers they are. Because Kane will drop deep a lot more, get involved more in build-up. I think he's much more of a playmaker than Haaland. Haaland can do all of those attributes, but his best bet is just being an out-and-out 9 too. But for sure, in terms of style, he's that kind of player. They're all real 9s. They're 9s inside the box. But we also have a good 9 in Jackson. He's doing well since we started. Unfortunately, we've missed him, and sometimes you need to miss players to realize how important they are for you. With Nico, we are a completely different team compared to when he was injured. We are happy with Nico as our striker. So key parts of that. Already have a number 9. It's not summer now. If we can have a copy of Nico, it's okay. I've said many times, and you can see as well with Nico, we are a better team. Nico is the one that we need. Again, it still just sounds a bit more indifferent, though. He'd happily have another Jackson profile, but I also feel like he'd also be fine with a different one. It's probably just a bit of both, to be honest. Probably just a bit of both. Either way, honestly, whatever striker we get, Maresca's going to say he's happy with. So, it's whatever. It really is whatever. Yeah, Rahman, if we were to get Osherman, he'd say he's okay with it. If we were to get the Lap, he'd say he's okay with it. If we were to even get a Sesko, for example, he'd end up saying he's okay with it. We know what it is with Maresca. Maresca's not going to say anything that's really against the board or the recruitment team or anything like that. So, I think he'll just be happy with whatever striker he's got. Nicholas Jackson has the same amount of goals in the Prem as Havertz despite him being injured, but Jackson gets protected for some reason. H, I'm going to say this once. Has Jackson been playing the last couple of months? He's had, 45 minutes? He's only just come back. He's literally just come back. Like, what are we... Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. He's been back since the international break and he was out for 3 months before then. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I know what we're doing. So here's what it is. Here's what it is. Thought the coach was told, here's a good layer, get on with it. Huh? I'm lost. I'm so lost. Big up Remus, though, but I'm lost. Yeah, bro, it's not even worth, like, really getting too angry about. Like I said, certain men are just going to be angry about everything and just going to, like, try and rip down everything. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. He'll find a way to act like Caicedo's been shit. What else did Maresca say? On our goal-scoring issues, he said, overall this season, player. Oh, I thought the coach was told, here's a good player, get on with it. Indirect. Well, I don't think he's directly told that, but basically, it's one of those ways. Basically. So here we are. Here we are. So on the goal scoring issues, Jackson 9 goals in April, and you think he's the guy. No one's even saying he's the guy. It's just that Havertz comparison is ridiculously brain dead. Ridiculously brain dead. Jackson gets protected more than Havertz for some reason because Jackson is a better all-round player than Havertz could dream of being. Jackson bullies defenders better than Havertz. Jackson dribbles better than Havertz. Jackson carries the ball better than Havertz. Jackson links up better than Havertz. Like, I could keep going. The only thing Havertz has on him is height and aerial threat. That's it. Havertz is better in the air and nothing else. Well, diving too. Diving as well. But that's it. You can't tell me Havertz is better than Jackson at anything other than in the air. In the air. And nowhere else. Nowhere else, bruv. Let's not even bother with that.
That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
Right, so back to the goal scoring issues. Overall this season we've created enough. It's just a matter of scoring the goals. Sometimes you have to score goals from outside the box because teams defend the box very well. We do need to be better at getting that on target, though. Because teams defend the box very well. Brentford, for most of the game, had 11 players inside the box. That's where I was at. So it's difficult to find space and solutions. Again, without a different profile to Jackson, which is why I don't really follow what Maresca was saying earlier with that. I don't really believe he was true with that. We tried with many players, Pedro Neto, Palmer, Fernandez, and all of them were close. Unfortunately, we didn't score. The most were off target, but we won't talk about that. I'm more worried when we don't create. When we create, we will score goals. That's why those Brighton games were so fucking alarming. Because it was like, yo, we're not doing anything. Both those Brighton games were like, what are we doing? What is this? Please, fucking hell. But I do agree with the narrative, because for a lot of games, it has been that. We create enough, we don't bury the chances, and then we get killed on the other end of the pitch. That's been the story of, so many games of this season. First off, we absolutely tear teams apart, and then we just don't kill them off. And then the second half, we're made to pay for it. That's been the story of at least 8 matches this season. And that is why this summer window is so damn important. We need goal scorers. We need threats in the box. We need somebody that can be good in the air in the box. Give us more variables in the final third. Because right now, you sit compact against Chelsea in a low block. You can frustrate us. You can frustrate us to death. We might find a way through. But it will be very fucking frustrating. And everyone just said, this football is boring. This football is terrible. No, we just can't find our way through in the final third. So that we end up just recycling things until we can create a good enough chance to actually threaten the goal. That's just it. Shah Maldini, happy birthday, my G. Happy birthday, bro. Everybody wish Maldini a happy birthday in the comment section. Big up, bro. Hope you have a lit weekend. Big up, my G. Big up. How many goals per season did Havertz have with us? Havertz's highest goal scoring season was 13 in the league. Or 12. So, Nicholas Jackson already beat that with Poch last season. And he'll probably end up beating it this season too. Yeah, he's on 9 right now. Like, he has enough time to get more. He has enough time to get more. Yeah, shout out to the community, man. Love to see it. Love to see it. Real shit. Real shit. Trust me, Samuel, do you know how many games where we've just said that? Like, just please finish your damn dinner and then we're fine. We are fine. Just bury them. Bury them. Oh, wait, was it in all comps? Was Jackson's 14 in all comps last season? I thought it was only in the Prem. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because I think Havertz's best all comps tally was 13. And I think he did still beat that. Yeah, you might be correct still. I just want to confirm. It says he has 14 goals last season. One sec. Fuck off, man. I don't need your shit. Fuck. Move. Motherfucker. Yeah, he got 14 league goals. He got 17 in all comps. Fucking hell. Oh, 30. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, fucking hell, man. He was so shit. He was so shit. Oh, you're kidding me. He had 8 in the... That's his... Oh, yo, you just reminded me about all them Havertz stands from back in the day. That's what they were backing. Oh, mate. He's shit. Yeah, you know what? I take it back. He's still worse than Nkunku, you know? He's still worse than Nkunku. He's still worse than Nkunku. Nkunku's running it very, very fine. Very fine. But nah, he's still worse. He's still worse. Nah, that's crazy. Yo, Noni Madueke, I'm your biggest fan until the end of the season. I need this. I need this. You don't understand how much I need this shit. That is fucking mental, man. Neto? Huh? No. No, 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 no. Only one other person plays right back other than Cucurella. Only one other. Neto left back is... That is something I would expect to see from him. No, 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 no. We can talk about it here, but nah. You can do the defensive work rate and we all good. Havertz better than Nkunku, at least he could win area. Fuck me, this might be the greatest mid-off of all time. Because you don't even have a bad point. Don't even have a bad point. Fuck, they both stink. They both stink. I said my baller, you know. Oh boy. Oh boy. What else did he say? Well, we've actually spoken on all the Delap stuff. We made the changes to Cole and Tossin at halftime in the same way we planned against Brentford to make second half changes in order to be a bit more strong. Legia was a bit of a mix. We wanted to protect some of the players that were on the bench and to give them some rest. This is what I said on Back Again. This was the best part of the game. Caicedo, Enzo, Jackson, they got a week off. They got a fucking week off, bruv. That shit is worth 50 million to me. That is worth 50 million. Caicedo and Enzo have a break. And you know what's even better? Next week, they're going to have another break. Because we're 3-0 up on aggregate. I don't need them to play another minute. Like, you don't even bother turning up to the bridge on Thursday. Fuck it. Go take your missus out to dinner. Or for Jackson, go take Astrid out to dinner or something. Whatever. Figure it out. But enjoy your night. Enjoy the night. Enjoy the time off. And keep yourself fit for the Prem. This is the best part of the fucking victory. Because I've been scared shitless about running these guys into the ground. And Maresca just said, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. You're alright. You're alright. Jackson, you got some time off too. Palmer, you got 45 minutes in the last game. You probably don't even need 45 minutes in the next one. Go take your missus out. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And that shit is invaluable to us. Let the rest of the youth play. Give the likes of Tyreek George, Shim Waker them minutes. Who else? Achimpong, so impressive yesterday as well. Maresca said that he fell in love with Achimpong yesterday. And I think that means you're going to see a lot more minutes for him, especially in the Prem. You might see him coming off the bench for us a lot more because he showed he can offer us something in multiple positions. So if you throw him the second leg as well, throw him the second leg too. Dewsbury Hall, all of them lot. Yeah, give Nkunku another game. You know what? Who cares? Go give Nkunku another game. Sancho as well, because the pair of them, you know what? Your form needs to come up anyway. So you lot can run the second leg and like build up the GNA and all of that. Build up the GNA. But Shim Waker can still get minutes too. He can still get minutes as well. Like, just playing Nkunku off one of the wings. Like, I don't care if he plays the wings in this game. The tie's done. Tie's done. And then, yeah, more rest for our ballers. And then the week after, we got no midweek. Even more time. Even more time off. And then we go straight into the last 4 games of the season, hopefully with everybody fit. Romeo Lavia especially. Wesley's done. Romeo Lavia especially. I need him ready for Liverpool. I need him ready for the Liverpool game. Now, in terms of this game, actually, no, there's one other thing as well. Tyreek George's goal. Even he came out and said that was all because Maresca told him, just follow the shots. Follow the shot. And he did it and he scored. Just another little bit of management from Enzo Maresca that paid off for us in yesterday's game. Shout him out for that one. I know people are going to say it's only leggy and all of that. I hear it, but I'm going to give the man credit when he makes the right tweaks in game. The same way we're going to be critical when he doesn't, we're going to do it when he does. We're going to do it when he does. Only ballers on this team are Enzo, Kai. Well, no Palmer, Kai. I'm not going to ask you if Jackson, because I know where it is with you and it's whatever. But no Palmer? No Palmer? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hold on, I need to just check this. So, 11 points. Fuck's sakes. Yeah, that actually means they win the league at the bridge. I think that means they win the league at the bridge. Oh, shit. Yo, someone got to take points off Arsenal. Brentford! Brentford tomorrow. Arsenal have one eye on Madrid. Brentford. West London needs you, bruv. You do this, we'll give you a Strasbourg player. We'll give you a Strasbourg player. Someone must have blocked you. Shout out, Jamie. I think somebody blocked you then. If your comments are hidden, that's usually like a sign that somebody hid you. I think a mod must have done that. Don't know why. But, yeah. I think somebody hid you. Because my comments disappear on Rance's channel because I got blocked there years ago. I haven't bothered to ask to get unblocked because his block list is like 4,000 long. There's no point. There's no point. But yeah, so sorry, Jamie. I think you got blocked. I think you got hidden. So, yeah, bit of a sticky one still. Shit. Big up, Jamie, though. Big up, my guy. Nah, not even a loss, just a draw. They're 11 points clear. That does mean, though, that they win it with 4 games left to spare. So, We need them just to drop any points. Brentford, do a job for us. Because if it's not Brentford, who is it? Ipswich, or Palace. Palace midweek, they could have something for us. It will be Palace or Brentford. Ipswich, forget it. Yo, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know what happened then. I don't know what happened. Yeah, fuck off, Jamie. Yeah, you know what you have, though? You have an Avi from a game I went to and you didn't. Hold that. Hold that, mate. Oh, you're fuming hearing that as well. Big up, Jamie, my bro. Every single time. Love, mate. Love, bro. But yeah, also, just on Ipswich, these guys have 3 games to stay up. And they're 3 games. These guys have 3 games. And their 3 games are Chelsea away, Arsenal at home, and the game that will likely relegate them, Newcastle away. So basically, they're fucked. They're fucked. So, yeah. I think they already have accepted in their minds that they're done out and they're finished because good luck. Good luck. These guys did beat Bournemouth away a couple of games ago, but that was their only away win since December. And obviously, look, we know who they beat at home. Just, you know, we know who they beat. So, yeah, we're not going to talk about that one. Kai, find shame, because you're using goals in all competitions. Jackson plays in 1 competition. Havertz has played in 3. Find shame and back your players. What are we doing, bruv? Trying to do more goals hype in all competitions. Like they didn't have to wheel Havertz out to play Preston and fucking Bolton. What are we doing? In the league, they have the same. At least you ain't trying to say more with all competitions when one has played more than the other. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Fucking hell. Who's played more games? I actually don't know who's played more games. I'm going to assume Jackson, because you've said that. I'm going to assume that. But even then, that's not 3 competitions compared to 1. And also, if we're going to do the whole baller argument, you know why I said baller? It's because Jackson is a better baller. He's a better football player. Just please bury your chances again. I beg. Please bury your chances. We are dying out here, mate. We are fucking dying. It's all mad. Nah, Jamie actually didn't. Who are they playing? Who are the Chelsea women playing? Oh, Liverpool 12-15. Fuck, I ain't going to be up for that. Probably wake up for the second half. Trust, Sean, this is it, man. The finishing is driving me nuts. Because everything else is at such a good level. But the finishing. So people are going to tell me you're frustrated because Jackson can't bury his chances consistently. I'll be like, fine. Because it frustrates me too. I get it. Don't tell me he's shit. Because he's not shit. Just like your finishing it's a bit shit. Like, fucking hell. Like, what are we doing? No, Kai, there's a lot more layers to attacking than defending. There's a lot more layers to it. Come on. Defending is just literally what it says on the tin. It's defending. Attacking is like passing, it's link-up play, it's ball carrying, it's burying chances, it's the position of the pitch that you're on. There's so many different variables to being a forward as opposed to being a defender. That's disingenuous. That's straight disingenuous. Come on, man. This is why I say, don't tell me Jackson's shit because I ain't listening. Tell me he's not good enough at finishing for us, and I'll be like, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, we'll call it what it is. Because that's what the truth is. No, but that's not what you said. You said it's like praising a defender for defending, and I said that's disingenuous because there's a lot less layers to defending than there is to attacking. Defending is defending. Attacking can be done in various different ways, and there's various assets that Jackson has that is good to us. A lot, and we've seen how much we've missed it over the last couple months. Just tell me that the finishing isn't good enough. Just tell me that the finishing ain't good enough. And I'm like, cool. Cool. Oh, here we go. Speaking of negativity, there we are. There we are. Sooner or later, I'm going to realize what, my friend? What? Like, what are we doing? Sooner or later, I'm going to realize what? That's what I'd like to know. But yeah. Ipswich, we already said that these guys are basically relegated, and at least that means like the whole Liam Delap release clause comes into play. Go get me him and another striker, God willing. God willing. That this manager ain't it. Hey, well, we'll see. But like I said, I've seen enough development for this season that I would give him another year. So I've seen enough to give him another year. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be Maresca out at any point this season. I don't know what would change by this point because there's about 6 to 7, 8 games. 6 to 7, 8 games. What development? We're better on the ball. We control games more. We've improved defensively. We're still good going forward, just as we were last season. We have a third of the injuries that we had last season. There's been development with a ton of players this season. And we look like we're still going to get Champions League football, which will enable us to continue to develop this team. Like, what do you mean, what development? What developments? Okay, what have we gone backwards with? That's what I'd like to ask. What have we gone backwards with? What have we gone backwards with? That's what I want to know. Where have we regressed? Where have we regressed? Hi, Josh, you're so stupid, man. For fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes. Oh, boy. Man said hair, bruv. Yeah, trust me, man. How have I dropped my standards? I said I wanted top 4 and a trophy. I said that at the start of the campaign. And we're getting that. We're getting that. How have I dropped my standards? My standards were get Chelsea back into the Champions League, and then when we're done with that, we can go and contend for the league the season after. So where's the standards drop? This is what I wanted last season. And last season, we never touched 4th. This season, we touched 2nd. So, like, where's the standards dropped? Where's it dropped? So again, I will wait. Where has the standards dropped? And also, again, where have we regressed? We haven't regressed, we just mid right now. I mean, that's fair enough. You haven't said that we're regressed, so calm. Yeah, I know they do, but like, I'm giving them their own questions. No, quit waffling and answer my question. Quit waffling, Tunchi. Answer my question. Where have we regressed and where has the standards dropped? Don't do the whole deflecting stuff. Just answer the damn question. Josh, you are completely correct, by the way. You are absolutely correct. Where has the standards dropped? And where have we regressed? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Anyone? Someone? Anybody? No? No response? No one can talk about where we've regressed? Nothing? Yeah, Cole Palmer's been out of form since Jackson got injured. Man said the football is soulless, and there we are! Like I always tell you, the majority of the Maresca criticism comes down to man are bored with the football. There you are. There you are. Majority of the criticism is because man are bored of the controlled football. That's it. The football is soulless. There you are, people. There you are. Gusto also. Gusto's been shit all season, to be honest. But again, the team? Or should we just talk about the one individual? The team. Where has the team regressed? Malo Gusto's regressed. Talk to Gusto. What's going on at home with him? Jackson massively improved start the season and then his finishing fell off a cliff. Cole Palmer started dropping off around January and then fell off a cliff when Jackson got injured. Now they're both back. Our left winger was a mix between Sterling and Mudryk. Andy's a waffler, so you don't like the press conferences. Whatever. Still not a sign of the team regressing. How can you say we haven't regressed? We were 3 points out of 15. You know what the key term in that? Were. We've had one loss in like how long? Our last 8? Well, we were 3 points and 15 out at one point. Well, that's not now, is it? That's not now. That was back in January. So, we've come to the conclusion that the football's just boring. Maresca has a habit of waffling in press conferences, and that's why everyone acts like the sky is falling. That was very eventful, wasn't it, guys? We were 2 wins in 13. Whoa! We were! Man's still pretending that it's fucking January. They told you a player that regressed, and most of them were our top performers last season. Palmer and Jackson have not regressed in terms of ability. The only player that you can make an argument for in terms of regressing in ability is probably Gusto. That's the only one. Palmer and Jackson's ability has not regressed. That is insane waffle. Incredible waffle. So again, you have one player in an entire team that's regressed. And that's the argument? One player. Won't lie, a lot of you Maresca outers have some terrible logic. You man have some really bad logic. No, it's not just boring. We have not been playing well. We're playing Man City who are boring. We aren't Man City who are boring, but good. You think Man City have been playing good football? This is name hype. This is actually name hype. Man are now going to tell me Man City have been playing good football this season. Fucking Manchester City, you know. What are we doing? Oh, mate. Before what? They've been playing shit football all season. Even before Rodri got injured, they were playing bad football. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what? Fucking hell, man. There's a reason why we're all in a top 4 race, by the way. There's a reason why all of us are in there. Man City are there because they play terrible football and now they've lost Haaland. Newcastle aren't consistent. They've got a consistent midfield and Isak, and that's about it. And who's the other ones that are with us? Villa, they hate playing after UCL nights. Although I think they've got fucking Southampton this weekend, so that won't even mean anything. That won't even mean anything. Yeah, they do. Ugh, dead. Like, fucking hell. Like, Arta, I don't get it either, bruv. I don't get it either. I said, I'm talking about Man City under Pep in general. They often were accused of being boring, but they won matches and were good. We are boring and not good. It's very simple. But here's the thing. People won't like to hear this. Pep had the same accusations of playing boring sideways football in his first season. And then the team grew to understand his style of play and they were a lot better the second season in. The only thing is he had to get the target of City in the top 4 and he did that. That's it. Like, I remember, what was the Man City fan channel back in the day? What is the man? Blue Moon Rising. That's it. Blue Moon Rising. I remember watching their fan cams after Man City draws. And they were saying the same shit about Pep Guardiola too. All he does is bring this tippy-tappy sideways and backwards football. We don't progress the ball. We're barely making any chances. And he keeps playing this fucking bum Claudio Bravo who couldn't save a Word document. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? And just give him the fucking season, man. Just give him the fucking season. It's fucking ridiculous, bruv. I'm not saying he is Pep. I'm saying these possession-based managers, when they're changing a style of play, always have these questions within the first season. Luis Enrique, another example with PSG. I saw people saying the same shit about him. Which is exactly the same thing for everyone saying, oh, I wish we had Luis Enrique. Half of you, man, would have said the same shit with him in charge too. You would have said the same garbage. So all you're saying is it's going to get better. I expect it to. I expect it to. And if it doesn't, then we'll have the conversations. But this is what happens when possession-based managers come into teams that aren't playing possession-based football and they have to change the identity of the team. This is what happens. I thought I'll bring in Luis Enrique. Man will say the exact same thing. The exact same fucking thing. Yeah, and feel the facts. Our squad's going to be better next season. We're going to have Esteval. We're going to have Petrovic. We're going to have Santos. Oh, that Mamadou Sarr brother who's meant to be an improvement, although I've barely seen anything of him. Really need to lock in some more Strasbourg games. Really do. Really do. But yeah, just fucking like, it is what it is. Maybe people would be more patient with Maresca if he didn't come from the Championship, innit? Fucking hell. Dan, I believe things are going to improve with this manager next season. Like, what do you want? That's literally what I'm saying. Say it whatever way you want. That's what I've just told you. I've told you I believe things are going to improve under Maresca. So, hey, there we are. There we are. So, that's the easiest way to say it all. It's like, yeah, look, criticize the manager where he needs to be criticized, but some man really just overdo it. We've had an entire 10-minute period where I've been waiting for people to talk about what's regressed, and it's only been Gusto. I could maybe hear a few other players. Sancho, though, I feel like the problem's more himself. Like, he's not playing near the level that he used to in the first half of the season, while Maresca's still asking him to take shots and take risks. That's on him. Neto needs a striker. Sanchez is shit. Fuck Sanchez. Who else? Dewsbury Hall, I don't think he's regressed. I just think he weren't good enough for us in the first place. Who else? Who else could you make the argument for regressing? Anyone else? Well, I don't know. You man will say in the chat if that's the case anyway. Like, my biggest problem this window has been the last two windows and our inability to strengthen the squad. Yeah, you see, because when Gusto does the overlapping thing and still looks shit, I lose sympathy with him. Levi Colwell on Fraud Watch. Again, like this one, I look a bit more at himself because he loves to blame everybody except himself for his own mistakes. Then he'll come out in the press conference and act like he's blaming himself, but he doesn't do that in the moment. So that's on him. I think it's another one where it's the case of you probably just shouldn't be starting at this age. You should probably be on the bench. Palmer has not regressed. Get in the bin. Neto needs a striker to cross the ball to. Gusto has regressed. Levi Colwell, I think this role's too big for him. So out of those four, there's one that I agree with in Gusto. That's the only one that I agree with. And even then, when man overlaps and he can't cross the ball, he can't even pass the ball, I'm still looking at him more because I feel like his fundamentals have fallen off a cliff. So Noni has not regressed, by the way. Noni's improved from last season. I don't know what we're doing. And Nkunku hasn't regressed because he didn't even show up for us in the first place. And Enzo, Caicedo, Cucurella has improved, by the way, because no one had him in a player of the season argument until this season, so he has improved. Jackson has improved. All of these players have improved. Noni's improved. So, I don't know what we're doing. Caicedo, he has improved. It's ridiculous, man. Acting like fucking Noni's not improved. Big up Judo Gnome, saying, let's be real, a lot of our fans are looking for instant gratification and not about delayed gratification. I think that's probably a really fair way of looking at it. It's mad that the standards just spawned this season, or like the top tier standards when they weren't here last season. Like, just go get top 4 in a trophy and just keep it stepping to next season. That's it. That is it. Like, maybe if we actually utilize the last 2 windows, instead of just bringing in a bunch of players that we've tried to sell, maybe our team would be in a much better position. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, now. Shout out Judo Gnome, my guy. Big up to you, my guy. Big up. Big up still. Wait, what was that? I must have missed an earlier comment. Yeah, I must have. Yeah, 3 years. So, like, then talk about the ownership. Talk about the ownership and the sporting directors. We're talking about the manager. The manager and how he's improved the team. And that's not 3 years. That's not even been a season. You're now talking about the owners and the directors. And yeah, it has been 3 years. That's why my focus is on them for whatever underachievement that we have this season. In terms of the management, 1 season. Shout out OG Harmone saying, Maresca improved Reece too when it comes to being fit. Yeah, Reece James has, I think, had 17 appearances this season now, which I think I saw Vince say was an improvement of 6 games from last season. And the ability to, like, keep rising that up as well, because he's still fit for the next game and for the foreseeable future too. Lavia as well, for what it's worth, even he's had more appearances. He had like 11 this season. He had 30 minutes last season. So here we are. Yeah, and Josh, he's learning the midfield role really well. That was the first game where I thought, you look really confident. Really confident now. Yeah, I'm happy for that. BK says Strasbourg going to UCL next season with Blueco. I think Blueco believes Strasbourg than Chelsea. If Chelsea fail to qualify UCL next season, rats. What do you mean rats? Who's the rats? I don't think Blueco believes Strasbourg is more important than Chelsea, though, simply because Chelsea is worth more and Chelsea can get them more money just off achievements or like positions and everything like that. We are just worth more than Strasbourg. If they end up doing better than us in a different league, that's more credit to them and more of a shame on us, if anything. But their number one priority is always going to be Chelsea. It always is. Because we're the more expensive entity. We're the one that stands to make more. But yeah, BK, let us know who the rats are, because I'm a bit confused on that one. Big up, though. Big up, BK. Big up to Sean. Big up to Sean saying, hope you had a good birthday. I've had an amazing birthday, and we're still continuing the celebrations for the rest of the week. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Hope you had a good birthday. A lot of fans hate the owners so much. I don't like them, but they actively root against the team and the manager, etc. Lost their heads. These are the sort of Chelsea fans that I don't like. Be against the owners and all of that all you want. I'm not going to like argue you down. I'll probably back you on that front as well. But there are some man who are so against the owners, they end up being subconsciously against Chelsea. And it's like they don't even notice it. But they just shit on everything from every individual in the squad to the results, to the fixtures coming up, to the recruitment in the summer, to our targets and what we can achieve. It's like they want to like knock down every single positive or hopeful aspect of the club. Every single one. And then it gets to a point where I'm thinking, okay, look, are you even a Chelsea fan at that point? Are you even a Chelsea fan at that point? Because, like, be against the owners and everything. I understand it, but, like, you're shitting on, like, every individual player. If you're going into games like the one we're playing on Sunday telling me that we're going to lose, I think you're one of them. So, like, what the hell? And what do you mean I'm one of them? I'm like probably one of the few optimistic fans still here. He also says Maresca's improved Reece solely because he can keep him fit. Yes. And he's actually trying to teach him to play the midfield role now too, to help him become even more multifaceted and even more of an asset to the team. So, yes, Maresca's improving Reece James. Yes, he is. He's another one. That's improving under this manager. So, yeah, I'm standing on that one. He's improving Reece. The guy has a UCL. He's teaching him to play another position to help him become even more multifaceted. How can you not see that? Like, what? Yeah, Maldini. A part of it is also just because we don't have any physicality when it's only Caicedo in there. But the fact is he's going to learn from that and he's going to use those attributes to improve his performances in other positions. So the argument can still be made that he's improving Reece James. It can still be made. The reaching levels is mad. Yeah, no, you just don't have a response to what I'm saying. That's why you had to say mad with like about 7 different A's. That's why. Shout out Richie Charles saying when we get in a sponsor. End of the campaign because it's going to be dependent on if we get UCL or not. That will depend the type of spot. That will determine the type of sponsor and the amount of money that we expect to get from that. So yeah. Has not been shown yet. Literally, just look at his last few games in midfield. He's been getting more and more comfortable in that position by the game. More and more comfortable. Big up Sheik, man. Big up, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Big up, my guy. Yeah, it's been a great week. I think he's got more comfortable in the midfield, more comfortable in terms of dictating play and progressive passing. Again, each to their own. But I'm seeing improvements. Yeah, but I mean, even then, like, he started off in midfield and he didn't look as comfortable, and now he looks more comfortable. So, like, yeah, you could say, well, we're going back to 2018 when he was playing at Wigan. I doubt it's just a that thing. Like, he has played there before, to be fair, but not in years. Not in years. And Scott, I could hear that argument too. You could just say he's not got worse too, but then he hasn't regressed. So there you are. There you are. You know, that leads into what Maldini's saying as well in terms of familiarizing. So I can hear that. But again, he has not regressed. He has not regressed. So I could have a middle point. We could say familiarizing. I'll hear that one. Big up to Sheik saying exactly, Lewis, they are CFC fans or League Gunner wannabes. I've seen a few people get given the League Gunner wannabe tag, to be fair. Standards and everything, I hear all of it, but for now we need to get top 4 and then talk to me about winning the league standards. Get top 4 and then look further up. If we can't even get UCL football, why are you talking to me about a title race? Why? I haven't even shown that we can get top 4 yet. Go get top 4. Go get UCL top 5. Go get UCL, then we'll talk. Then we'll talk title race. But yeah, it's all mad. Big up, man. Big up to you, Sheik, though. Fucking hell, 1 hour 15. Shout out Dan Potts for the raid. Dan Potts and Curtis Shaw. What was it, a joint raid? That's mad. Swear down. Oh no, they did a joint stream. Shout out to Dan Potts. Shout out to Curtis Shaw. Big up to all you, man. And fuck me, I've been going on for way too long. Way too long. Now, I'll leave it on the familiarization to the midfield role. I don't mind, because I did have to remind myself for a second that he even did play the DM role for Wigan. I completely forgot about it, because I won't pretend I was locked into 18-19 Wigan like that. I won't. I just remember Alex Goldberg tweeting about him every single week. Saying, this guy can do everything. Wigan fans already saying he's the best player that they've ever seen. It's like, okay. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, shout out to Dan Potts for the raid. Let me get this fucking link out, because I was meant to send it an hour, like half an hour ago, and I just went off on this tangent. Because like I just said, the overly negative BS always just winds me up. Because I would have heard it last season when we were sitting in 9th and 10th and all that shit. Like, what are we doing now? Right now, we are sitting in 4th. So I don't understand it. If we don't get top 5, calm. I hear it. I completely hear it. You're annoyed. I'll be annoyed too. I'll be just as annoyed. Yo, big up Deals in the chat, man. Big up to you, bro. I hope you're well. Hope you're well, my G. Just gotta keep going through the rest of these Twitter links. And yeah, we'll see what the panel is saying. Up the Chelsea and all of that shit. Always a good, healthy debate. Always a good, healthy debate. Okay, cool. That's not fumbling for anyone else then. Cool. Now run up the likes, my guys. Run up the likes. We're 4th only because the league's been shit. Yeah, but no one wanted to say that last season when we finished 6th. All I heard was 5-game run and all of that garbage. Not listening to it. Not listening to none of that. Right, just sending the link through Insta. Nearly done, guys. Just the last few. Calm. Shout out to Daniel, man. Big up to Daniel saying, love Chelsea, hate Maresca. We all want to be proven wrong about Maresca at the end of the day. We all want Chelsea to be successful. Up the Chelsea. Board has to go top 4 or not. I know that for you. I know you want to be proven wrong about Maresca. Some of the guys I'm not so sure about. But I know where you stand, Daniel. The difference is we know each other well enough, so you're all good. But yeah, let's hope he does prove people wrong. Let's hope he does. Big up, my guy.
What's the man saying then?
Yeah, there are too many retards in this chat, I'll be so honest.
Yeah, we've just been beefing Maresca out and like this waffle logic we've been seeing.
There's no logic to like people's arguments, I'll be honest. There are some people, like Danish and a couple others, who can actually like debate it like half sensibly. But no, there's too many retards. Like they're just sorry. Too many of you in the chat are retards.
You know, this whole manager situation, this might be the first time where I genuinely could not give a flying fuck what happens to the manager.
Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest.
Do you know what it is, Nate?
Isn't it? Big up, Daniel.
Nate, you know what it is? For me personally, the way I look on it is, alright, so I know that regardless...
big up, Lewis. Big up, boys.
I know that regardless of who is in the dugout, these players they're not good like that. Especially in certain positions, they're just not that good. So,
that's true. I got some passages, yeah.
Now, for example, Nath, I really wanted Hansi Flick as Chelsea manager before he went Barca. I really wanted.
Yeah. So
even people who even people who aren't big fans of Flick, or now they're saying, "Oh, we should have got Flick," or whatever. I'm telling you right now, as good as he is, bro, there's a massive difference.
Man said face reveal. Everybody is seeing my face, bro.
Yeah, I'll be real. We've seen Daniel's face before.
I'm just working from home today.
It's like once in a blue moon, but we usually do.
Yeah, when I work from home, y'all can see my face. I just don't choose to.
Yeah, true. But it's just like, for me, even if we had Flick here, there's a massive difference between having Lewin and Rafinha to Neto and Sancho.
Yeah, even someone like Jules Koundé as well. Like, he's turning him into a functional right.
Big up Prime, bro.
Yeah. I see all these people talking about like, oh, they want Enrique. That's cool and all. You know, Enrique plays the same football. Did they watch how he played last season when he didn't have Campos bailing him out? Did they watch him last season when he didn't have the likes of Dembele and Barcola and Doué and
because you know what it is? You see with PSG, this is the thing though, innit? This is what people they think like it was all pretty at the start last season. Most people saying, "Oh, you know what? Enrique's football's boring. His football isn't, the most attractive or whatever." They needed a season to understand the system, and obviously, even though I'm not trying to shit on him because he's fantastic, Kylian Mbappe leaving was probably the best thing that could happen to PSG
100%.
because they could play as a team rather than just individually.
It's always like that though with possession-based managers. It always takes a season because it's way harder to teach that style of play than it is to teach a counter-attacking, just sit deep and low block and counter style of play. It's way easier to teach that style of play.
It's funny. Wouldn't you guys also accept that listen, it's a combination of two things. It's 1 year for your base players to understand what you're trying to do, and two, you have to bring in a certain level of quality. You have to. Like, if you go into this next year without getting Barcola, basically got 3 new wingers this year. 3.
Essentially,
Doué, Barcola, Kvaratskhelia.
No. Dan Barcola was last season. He got Barcola last season.
Okay, cool. So he got Doué. He spent 65 on him, then he spent 70 on Kvaratskhelia, right?
Yeah.
Right. So of course, players are going to get better the following year, understanding whatever system. It doesn't matter what system, but to play, I've always believed this. To play this type of football, highly technical, like their 2 center mids are 5'4". Okay, I'm being harsh. 5. But they're short as hell. But the problem is they will never lose the ball, right? So that's the caveat to it. You can be whatever if you choose to play a certain style of football, right? That means that your players have to be the highest quality to be able to do that. It's not just about them having a second year. So I hear you guys. They do need a second year. So I'm looking forward to see what they do in the second year. But if you don't bring in a certain level of quality players into this team, it's not going to be a much better.
Yeah, but Dan, that's why I said this is why I'm not really on the manager that much, because the manager can leave. I'm not really going to lose much sleep over it because he's done nothing to earn my loyalty like that. But the facts are, whether the manager stays or go, this group of players cannot continue to remain for the next few years. There has to be changes in terms of personnel, because it doesn't matter which manager you bring in, we will not be competing for anything major with this group of players. It's not happening.
I've said this before, though. I've said, like, if they're not going to give Maresca the players that are going to make his system work in the summer, you might as well sack him the moment the season ends.
Yeah,
But it's not. My thing is this though, Scott. Right? Every manager, especially the ones that play this kind of system. I mean, we all know the reason why they said no to Enrique was he came in saying, "I want a new winger set, right? A winger core." That was the rumor. I'd say that came out from that.
Apparently, he wanted to work with Lukaku.
Am I right? Do you guys?
Yeah. No, he wanted. I don't know if he wanted a whole new winger core, but he wanted 2 new starting wingers.
Yeah, which is, I mean, we got rid of those wingers anyway, but that's basically what he wanted, right? He didn't. That's when we had Mudryk and Noni, and he looked at them and said, "There's no way. If whatever you do, there's no way in hell I can play my system with these 2 guys as my starting wingers. I can't do it. I need to buy someone else." They said, "Nah, we're not going to do that. We don't," and they ended up doing it anyway with players who I feel don't even suit this kind of. Like, the way I see it is I always try to pluck whatever player we have and say, well, could you have been a squad member? Not a starting, because you'll never start over, Iniesta and those guys. But could you have been a squad member in Barcelona teams or in the City teams? Could you have been a player? And when I look at someone like Noni, even though he's good, I like him. And Neto, and it doesn't suit that kind of play. They suit a more, I don't know, like especially someone like Neto. It's cross base. It's cross heavy.
Presence up top, yeah? That's what you mean, like.
Yeah, it's cross base. It's cross heavy, right? It's somebody you need a striker who's really good in the air, things like that for a player like that to even look good. That goes against wanting to be a possession. It doesn't fully go against it.
I
but
did send you the link.
It's just a lot more difficult, right? So it's one of those things where it's not you've gotten this guy for 65 million. He's going to be here next year. If there's no way for this manager to adjust his style of play to suit a player like that, it's going to be rough for him because he's not going to get Kvaratskhelia. He's not.
No.
He's not getting Kvaratskhelia. He's not getting Rodrigo and these guys. He's not. So you're going to get Bino Gittins, bro. That's it. Jesus. So if you don't know how to change your system to work with these guys they're good, they're just not the technical, the highest technical class out there. But they're good. Like Neto to me is a good player. He's not the highest technical class out there. He's just not. I'm sorry.
Neto,
right? So if you expect him to play, the kind of football you're seeing from Kvaratskhelia or Dembele and this, I don't think that's gonna happen, man.
Mm-hmm. But that's not like Daniel.
What do you do?
The only thing I disagree with what Dan said there is is that Neto's a good player. He ain't good. But anyway,
I have a lot of leeway for guys because listen, a lot of managers can use guys. I can see Neto definitely working.
Jimmy.
In a 3 at the back, or even working in the current system with a top striker. But your system is going to be cross heavy. Him crossing the ball to a really good striker to finish, right? That's not Enrique don't play like that.
The fact that he can only do the fact that
let me point out something to add real quick.
Shows you.
Let me show you a thing. Let me show you something. I show you y'all dudes are too reactionary. 2 years ago, everybody in here would say that Neto was better than Rafinha and Dembele. That's how bad they were playing. 2 years ago.
Nope.
Nobody in here would say Neto was a less player than Dembele or Rafinha.
Not Rafinha, but Dembele, I would say yes. I wasn't.
Dembele was ass cheeks, bro. 2 years ago.
Rafinha, I like Rafinha.
Dembele 2 years ago was ass cheeks. Now I'm not saying he wouldn't have been your preference, but as far as where he was in the second order of wingers, he was ass cheeks. So was Rafinha. They were considered
8 games a year. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, I'll say he's playing Fortnite most of the year.
Huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
He was playing Fortnite. It wasn't playing football.
Who?
Dembele.
Because he was considered
they were calling him
washed.
ambulance and all that.
Jimmy,
He was considered washed.
He was washed. He was injured all the time. He's gone to
He
PSG.
was considered washed. For whatever reason you try to give me, bro, nobody wanted him. Nobody give a fuck. When he went to PSG, nobody cared. Niggas was like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Rafinha's first years in Barcelona, all Chelsea fans was like, we dodged the bullet.
Yeah, that's
now
true.
look at him.
Yeah, that's facts.
I'm old enough to remember, man. What are we talking about? This
True Blue play was rates at Leeds, but the start at Barca was having people look sideways.
Everybody said we dodged the bullet. Everybody. I'm not making this shit up. I remember, and even I was like, damn, I can't believe Rafinha was that bad. And guess what? The motherfucker turned out to be exactly what he was.
Jimmy,
so this idea, because Neto's not playing good now, that adds his Neto's trash. How, bro? How? He's nowhere near trash. Just what Daniel said is what Neto is. Daniel described Neto to a T. He's a good player. Not world class. He's not great, but he's a good.
No. Let me not even say. I'm not even saying he can't be. Hold on. I'm not even saying he can't be world class.
Jimmy. I'll tell you what, right?
We know what is going to get the best out of Neto. Allow him to cross the ball as much as he can in the game. That's as simple as that, right?
That's all he can do, man.
So that's what the manager should do.
He can do.
The manager to at least bring that into
Jimmy. Do you want me to tell you a little secret? Obviously, I'm not even a big stats guy like that, but before he came to Chelsea, he had 4 goals in 3 years.
He's not a goal scorer, so I don't give a fuck. He's not a goal scorer. He's never been a goal scorer. So why are you telling me his goal scoring stats?
Yeah, no. There's the difference between not being a goal scorer and fucking having 4 goals in 3 years. Come on now, let's be for real.
What do you mean? There's a difference. What's the difference between
season he's ever had?
Hold on. So if you're not a goal scorer and you don't score goals, what the fuck is the crime? Help me out here.
The fact that
he's a Neto a striker to cross to, man. Just like
it's just because people just expect him to get better in it, Jimmy. It's the same argument with Jackson. I'm not a natural striker. Plays up top for us, misses goals.
He's not a goal scorer, bro.
Yeah.
He's
Sam,
not
half fans think we're losing.
You cannot expect Neto to score goals.
Yeah, we're winning. I don't think anyone.
Personally,
if anyone thinks we're losing, they're just being negative.
My thing with Neto is that I think that what people gas him up for I don't know. Personally, I just don't think his skill set is all that. I
remember Neto, at least one-on-one, used to be a killer.
Yeah, he did.
Especially against with his decision making, he used to be a killer. Now I know the part of it is, and this is the part that I've been saying for years, and people don't understand. It is different when you play for Chelsea. All these kids that you love that are playing for bullshit clubs, when it comes to Chelsea, that pressure gets to them. Nothing has changed in their life. They're still just as good. But that's part of it as well, and part of it is also not having. Part of it as well, and part of it is. Oh, sorry, he got the big one. Another part of it is. Whoa, he got to mute that.
Testing.
Another part of it to me though is also the fact that the way.
Yeah, Joey, you got an echo, bro. I don't know what that is.
The way the squad is built for these guys, I don't know. Are you gonna? Because if you get the lap, how is that going to help Neto?
Nope.
If you go Osimhen, that helps Neto. That helps all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but if you get the lap, does that help him?
The lap helps nobody.
That means you need a goal score. You need goals from the other parts of the team, except from Palmer being your key guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. The main guy. Yep.
So they're saying people are having this expectation of Neto. He needs to score goals, not because they just want him to score goals, because we need goals from the other areas or need threats. So it's like, I don't know what they're going to do. I just think it's so dependent on what moves are you going to make summertime, right? Because we were talking about how the improvement of someone like Enrique happened the following year. Yeah, he improved and he improved all those players, but he also got certain quality signings that came in that also helped. So I think that's also a key part of it. Those signings coming in allow dembele to play striker when Mbappe left, and that system still works. If he doesn't get those guys, I don't know if you're playing Goncalo Ramos 38 games. I don't know if it works like that. I really don't.
So I just want to address one thing. So Jimmy, you know how this Abs guy likes to talk about stats, right? So he mentions the 4 goals in 3 years or whatever it is, right? But I like how he doesn't mention the 11 assists last year, and he only played half a fucking season.
But he doesn't. Everybody knows Neto's a creator.
I like how he picks and chooses his specific stats, guys. He only scored 4 goals.
As is a fraud when he just don't like the player. So it's like,
but does he mention the 11 assists he got just last year for?
But you can't lie about what they are.
Yeah,
and when everybody got eyes,
I like how for the past couple of streams, I like how for the past couple of streams he only mentions the goal scoring, but never mentions the assist numbers he had when he played only half the season because the other half he was injured, and that's only because he had Raul Jimenez. So we said it. He's good at crossing, but you're like that's all he's good at. You know what? He's the top assist leader before he got fucking injured. So I will take that. I will take the guy
that
who
all
scored
day.
11, who got 11 assists in half a season and was the top assist leader. What are you waffling about?
Do you know what?
Can I say something before you guys waffle against each other for like an hour, man?
This guy's lying because he got 9.
I know that's what
also big up.
Hold on, I've got to respond to that, but we'll let you go.
He lied because he actually got 9, and I've got it up for you right here. He got 9 assists.
I apologize. I apologize. I got it wrong by 2. I apologize. It's fucking 2. He was still the top assist leader before he got injured. Thank you.
Well, fucking done. That's still.
If you want to be that petty about it, sure. Okay, in his height, he's apparently 5'7", but he looks to me for like 5'6". There you fucking go, Abs. You won this debate. You won the fucking debate,
It's
dude.
not about winning
because
the debate.
I got it wrong by 2 fucking assists. I apologize.
The only mistake to me, the mistake Abs has made is saying he's not good because he's a good player. Now saying he might not. Saying he might not suit his team. Saying he might not suit his team is not a wrong thing to say. Because
bro, you guys are letting Abs just. Abs is gonna go with his agenda, and he's just gonna run with it. So I don't know.
You know what,
you guys
I'll tell you what, I'll compromise with you.
Take him that seriously.
Well,
bro.
Joey
doesn't rate. No, he's that. He can not rate him. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, calm. I'll give you a bit. If you know if you're not upset, I called him bad. Fine. He's not bad. He's not good. He's average. There we go.
All right. Okay. So the thing is, like, if we had like 80% of our issues in attack would be solved if we had Osherman or a better striker, bro.
Yep.
And all this keeping up with the Kardashian stuff you're doing on stream all the time, man, they wouldn't exist, man, because we wouldn't need to do it. The reality is, man, we have a lot of wingers. They cross, nobody's there, man.
Yeah, we need a striker.
We had a striker with better movement, better
finishing. You know how much
finishing.
of our fucking problems would be solved if we had a real striker?
Bro, 80% of our problem, Jimmy. 80% of our problems, man.
I agree. I agree so fucking much. People don't understand. When you have a fucking striker, how much it opens the game up for everybody else.
No,
people keep wondering why midfield is, even though the last few games we've got a lot of clean shots from midfield, but imagine if we had somebody that the center backs have to actually pay attention to. And midfielders I have to actually every now and then drop in and help with. Come on, man. We don't have
is there anything to say about how we might not we probably won't get Osimhen? If we're taking all the circumstances, right? And then we also take the fact that the type of striker, Osimhen doesn't get involved much. Right? He's not gonna drop into midfield to pick it up and he's not doing all that.
That's what you have the wingers for, though, no?
Yeah, I can say that, but Maresca likes that.
No, but he does. I think Daniel he likes that because that's what he's got.
If we take his word for it.
That's what he.
If you look at what he did at Leicester, the strikers he had at Leicester, he had 4 different strikers.
Vardy didn't press, bro.
None of them, outside of maybe Iheanacho, were guys who could drop into midfield. And the 2 he played the most were Daka and Vardy, who want to run in behind and don't really get involved with play.
Did he make any statements about those guys saying he liked them? I know I'm just being picky. I
just bring me.
I don't have to take his word for it, right?
I don't know,
but if he likes that type of striker, then Osimhen doesn't fit him.
I know he played Daka a lot. Like even when there were times where he was badly out of form and like was missing easy chances, he kept playing him. So I don't know if he had any comments because I didn't listen to his comments while he was at Leicester.
Yeah,
I think it's like I'll be honest. I think
it's a minor thing, but for me, it's just like I don't know.
I think part of it is like. I think part of it is circumstance in terms of like when he got here, Jackson was quite literally the only striker that was here, like the only striker. So like part of it he has to play, but also like he does help him build up just naturally. Like we saw it last season, he would help him build up anyway as well. But yeah, so I think all it means is like I can't remember who said it, but someone said it was like just the wingers have to get involved more. Palmer has to do more, which I expect them to do more, and then we start to see okay when they're having to do more in build up. Are they going to rise to the occasion, or are they going to be as shit as they've been this season?
Yeah, Jackson right now should have about 15 goals, and Palmer should have about 20. And I'm not even joking. And this is not like me guesstimating. This is like the shit that they missed.
I think minimum of that.
Yeah, just like the shit that they've missed. They both owe us about 4 to 6 goals each of them, and that's not a little bit of goals, man.
I think we're third in the league in chances created, man. Mm-hmm. And it's the same issue we had for the last even before this owner.
Palmer and Enzo have been these last few months when we've been struggling to score. They've been creating out of their mind. I forgot who I follow on Twitter. Every week they put up their creation numbers and like real creation numbers and show you like real creation, and they just not being finished.
Bro,
no, Jimmy, Palmer's regressed this season, man.
They would
his shooting has regressed, but his creation has not. We just
his creativity's improved a lot,
and it's because Maresca's got him in a more creative role. Which he's got more creative.
You know what it is though? Like, do you know what part of it is as well? And this is where I call people retards earlier. It's because they lack nuance, right? Palmer's going to regress this season because last season he was a complete unknown. Like, no one knew fuck all about Palmer across the league. Exactly. So no one knew how to defend him. No one knew what foot to put him on. Yeah, how to limit his game. No one had any idea. So yes, when he got most of the ball in games, of course he was going to do well. There was going to be regression because of course there fucking was. He's not getting 20 plus goals again.
But his numbers are still not bad for a 10.
He's still got 21
his numbers
you're going to get some level
should be higher. And it should be higher.
Yeah, they should be higher. I agree.
It should be higher based off of how many
guys.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you're going to get some level of progression,
but for a 10, he has more than most strikers in the league, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a joke team. Yeah.
No, so he hasn't regressed like as much as people. Yeah,
no, he hasn't regressed.
We can't rely on him that much.
There's nothing about him regressing or not regressing, right? Yeah. A lot of it with Palmer, I think, is like people aren't seeing the same level of wow factor. Because last year he had a lot of wows, right? Mm-hmm. Even in his dribbling, where he's like he drops this guy, megs this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing a lot of, I don't know, he was on something. But also Scott is right. I mean, we said it last year. Like
it's unfair,
when we don't know about you, we don't know about you, it's cool. Oh, you had 38 goals and assists last? Oh yeah, nah. So but it's going to be two guys on you, and now you're in midfield as well.
Any of those moves gives you a wow factor because you're like, I didn't know you had that in your locker. And
now, but remember what he did against I think it was United when he flicked it and like ran. I think it was United. He flicked it right in front of the goal, flicked it, got the ball, and then I think he missed it, like hit the post. But it would have been the craziest goal of all time. He was doing that on the regular last year. You're not really doing that this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Who, Palmer?
Yeah, but I thought he was. I thought all that would come. All of that.
Palmer's not.
If you thought he was gonna repeat that again, then y'all must have thought he was fucking.
Nah, but most of it, you know what it is? Most of it, I think the reason why I've had a gripe with the manager is you've left him Cam the entire season, where he always has 2-3 guys on him. When you're in the midfield, it's easier to like overload, right? You've never once moved him out wide.
To the right. That's my opinion as well.
Force him to do something else. On the right. Force the other team to move a midfielder out wide to go meet him with the left back, or which leaves spaces open again for like Enzo and these guys, or let him cook him because he will.
That's why he played.
You haven't tried to move him around like, okay, he's getting crowded out. They know what he's gonna do. He has 2-3 guys on him at all times, and let me just move him out wide for this game. He hasn't even tried it. I don't respect that.
I don't know. I think this fan base are too hard on the kid, man. He's like not even fucking like 22, 23. He has like really, really good GNA for a 10. It's his second season. The whole attack is struggling, and people are pointing out at him that like he's supposed to carry everybody else, and it's unfair, man. It's unfair, man.
No, but Kai, again, this comes back to people just lack. I'll be real. People just lack common sense and lack the ability to like critically think and have nuance. Like you're right, Kai. Like I had this conversation with. Was it on this stream or someone else? Like people that tried to compare him to it was Prime actually. People tried to compare him to the Hazard thing. It's like Hazard had 2 years in Lille prior to joining Chelsea, was young player of the season and won a league title. Palmer came from playing like 4 games for City into this Chelsea team, had no expectation. It's like Lampard's first season in a way. It's like no expectation, none. Like he could have been a 6 out of 10, and I think most of us would have been okay, fair enough. He was a 10 out of 10. He was better than any of us expected.
And the point I would like to point out is in Hazard's first few seasons, right, or season and a half, he had Mata there. So it wasn't like there was like a complete focus. It was Mata, it was Lampard. These guys were still there scoring goals. So it wasn't like all the focus why he's developing and he just came into a new league. We're worried about Hazard. No, we have to worry about Mata. He had 38 GA previous year. We have to worry about him as well. And we have to worry about this new kid, Oscar. And there was a lot of other, and that's why, like, quality at this point now, we know what we know what Palmer is. You have to bring quality in. You have to. There's no. I don't want to see the lap. I'm sorry. He might be great. I might be wrong. I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to take that chance.
This is where,
This is what I'm saying, man.
He might be a great player, but I just don't want to take that chance.
Striker would solve 80% of our problems, and we're even talking about this because then not all of it would have to fucking fall on Palmer, bro. People expect him to change the world, bro, on his own, and it's not gonna happen, man.
Listen, we've
Football
got
doesn't
issues.
work that way, man. He's not
Listen, I'll be honest with you. Yes, we do need a striker, but we need some better players out wide. We also need another centre back.
Bro, I think these guys are not getting. We're not getting the best of them because of what we have up front.
Give me a striker. Move Palmer out wide, man. Stop this.
I was gonna say we've had this conversation before. I think the only way we need better wingers is if we get the lap. If we get Osimhen, our wingers are fine. Because ultimately, it's like you just said, the responsibility for scoring.
I don't know about that. What about the left side?
Hang on.
Here's my thing.
These wingers.
All right, let's go land.
We've just spoken about these wingers, right? For all people want to hate on Madueke, he's having a good season. In terms of numbers, he's actually putting up numbers. If they want to sell him for
my concern is on the left side. That's what I'm talking.
Cool. Hang on. Neto, we've already said, with a striker of Osimhen's type, he should do better. That we all expect that. Cool. Even Sancho could do the same bullshit as this season. It would be fine. Because guess what? If we've got an Osimhen level striker, we expect him to get 20, 25 plus goals next season. Which means he's the focus of everything. Palmer isn't even the focus at that point. He's the focus. The issue becomes, say we get the lap, I'm expecting around 15 to 18 goals. Then yes, we need better wingers because all of a sudden, the goal scoring focus is not completely on him. Because 15 to 18 is what we're getting now. It's what we got last season pretty much.
Bro,
so you need better wingers who are going to contribute more than these wingers are. If you keep the same wingers and get Osimhen, I guarantee we're way better off just by doing that, without even touching the winger core. Because we already get Escobar in next season anyway.
No, I'll be honest.
This is where I stand. This is where I stand on this. When you expect everybody to score because your striker is not scoring, then you basically what you're saying is all these assists, they don't matter because our striker is not good enough, blah blah blah. Then everybody else have to fill in for them, and that's why I say a striker solve a lot of our issues. Yeah, because if you have a striker, even those assists and half chances will become goals, and then those fucking wingers will get those assists, man, and those through balls will become assists. And then the wingers themselves wouldn't have to put all the pressure on themselves to shoot all the time because they know there's somebody who's going to finish their chances. It's the same thing with Costa. Why did Hazard have his best GNA season when Costa was here? Because there was someone else there to fill in for him. Not only mentally, but also on the pitch when it comes to goals and assists. It's the reality of football, bro.
People don't understand how important. Like we're literally playing without a fucking striker. I love what Jackson can provide, but he needs to provide goals more than anything else.
Yep, that's ultimately what holds him back from the top tier.
Yep, that's what's gonna hold us back, man.
We'll see next year.
That's my point completely, bro. But I'm not gonna.
I hope for all our sakes that you lot.
No, but I agree with you. Like Jackson's finishing isn't good enough. It's when people say he's shit that I stop listening.
That's a big attribute not to have as a striker, though. That's a
no,
big
but I understand. But I keep telling you what Jackson offers elsewhere, and that's why he's not shit. He just needs to be a better finisher, and that's his problem.
Yeah, and Kai, it's like the argument
I don't know.
made,
For me, it's a waste of a position, though, to have a striker that can finish.
Wait, at least
you got other places you can score here.
Hold on. It depends on the way you want to play football, right? We saw Liverpool have a striker that barely could score 5 league goals, but guess what? They won the league and the Champions League doing that because they had goal scoring wingers.
Oh yeah, Jackson would thrive with Salah.
That's what I'm saying. And this goes back to the argument I just made about the lap thing and the Osimhen thing. Jackson in this system would work well, not in this system. Jackson as a striker will work fine if you played a system where the wingers are way closer to goal, almost like inside forwards, and they're the primary goal scorer. Jackson could be a starting striker in that system, easy, and win a league title, easy. Like we said, if he's in that system instead of Firmino, obviously he hasn't quite got the technique in terms of the little flicks that Firmino had, but in terms of like the connection and everything, he could do that. But he's not the primary goal scorer.
Scott, what did you say? Even with Firmino, right? These guys lost out on a few league titles by 1 point because there were certain games where they just couldn't get over the line and score goals. If they had a striker, they could have wiped the league a couple more times. Like it was really like, what year was it? It was like 1 point off, and he had like 10 goals the whole season. There was a couple seasons where
because there was a lot of times where Origi would come in and save them.
Yeah, and Origi was mid.
That was consistent.
Crazy mid.
Yeah.
So if they had a world-class striker, maybe it would have been an easier back and forth with like City in terms of league titles. So I mean, that's
fucking Hoffenheim. I can't give a shit.
But also, are we saying our wing period are going to have to be like all-time greats?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the unfortunate thing. Like that's what I'm saying, Daniel. If we had wingers in a system where the wingers were close to goal and the wingers could get you guaranteed like 18 goals apiece. Like for example, if we had the City wingers, remember when they played without a striker and I think they had 4 players score 15 plus league goals and they won the league.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. If you had a couple wingers and maybe Palmer as well scoring 15 to 20 league goals, then yeah, we could compete with Jackson 100%. But
I hear you. But what's
the way the system's set up, the wingers are never going to do that, really.
Scott,
and also the wingers haven't got the quality in goal scoring areas to do that.
What's easier to do? Get 2 goal scoring world class wingers or 1 striker?
Wingers.
Or 1 striker?
No, it is easier. I agree with you. I was just making a point of like the whole Jackson thing of like
the problem in my opinion, the problem is this though, right? Is that they believe the talent they have, right? Is that the whole issue is this: is that they keep on believing in talent rather than what's current right now, and that's what's going to keep on. I feel like is going to be the whole hindrance of it all in the end. It's like you're expecting these people to like realistically, if you want to put it into perspective, Quenda and Esteval are world-class talents. Okay, they're talents, not necessarily world-class players. So what they keep on doing is they keep on betting on talent rather than trying to get something that's
but even the prospect they sign, not the cream of the crop.
One of the world-class talented goal-scoring.
And he is.
Yeah, he could be, right? So then we're talking about just one more left-sided winger, right? Like you're talking about left-sided winger that's talented, which Quenda technically is supposed to be the left.
Wait though. This is where it gets icky, right? Who would you say the best winger in the world is currently? Salah or the 17-year-old, right?
Let me
you probably say
I get that. That's my biggest issue. We're just putting too much pressure on kids. Like that's what it keeps coming down to.
Yep. Your striker is lower.
We just keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again.
And he's still top goal scorer in the Champions League. He's still leading the best young winger in the world right now. So if they're thinking the lap is going to help Esteval, come on, man. Like sometimes you gotta just relax and just think about it just logically. The lap not helping him. The lap needs help.
It's delusion, bro.
No, but honestly, Daniel, the thing is as well on that example, it's not even just Lewandowski. We spoke about him earlier. I wanted to on the Rafinha point, like that Jimmy made earlier. He scored he get 2 goals, I think, in their game the other day. He's broken Messi's record for the most amount of goal contributions, or goals in the Champions League.
He had 1 goal and 2 assists.
He is now the Barca all-time, I think, record holder for goal contributions in the Champions League campaign for Barcelona. So even outside of Lewandowski, on the other side, they've got an experienced, now full goal scoring can assist winger on the other side who also takes the pressure off. So it's it's not even just about the Delap thing. It's like, if we're going to do the Delap thing, cool. We also need someone better than Bino Gittins on the left-hand side. Or better than Sancho.
That's the issue, right? Is in the end, we keep on banking on talent and and we're not even dressing one position with the type of current quality that we need. Like if we just and I don't even mind Delap. Like I'm not the biggest hater of Delap, but you make Scott has been someone who's been very, 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 very upfront about the balance of the team, and we just keep on addressing things without balancing the team, and it just keeps on going over and over and over again. It's just a circle, round and round we go of not balancing this team out between the midfield, the attack, even in defense with the type of center backs that we've gotten. Like, you are not balancing this team out. And it's like I just, my biggest worry, this is my biggest worry of it all, is that we're just going to keep going in circles of this not getting one spot that is going to at least consistently be there and help us on a consistent basis. And they don't even want to do that for one area, bro. They don't care.
What do you mean by that, Joey? They're doing that for the midfield, no? Can't you say that they're doing that for the midfield? You got Enzo, you got Santos, you got Caicedo, you got the Susugo kid, you got Lavia.
But here's the problem with that, though, right? Here's the problem with that. They left us with one true six outside of Lavia. Like, you're forcing, and like, Caicedo can play six, don't get me wrong. He's a good six. He's a phenomenal six. But he's better up closer to the goal. Like,
yes, but I'm talking about next season. No, but we got the Susugo kid who's supposed to be a six.
For him to be more like Conte, and with him on the ball, it's even better than what Conte was. So, like, we would rather, in my opinion, I would rather have him higher up the pitch, because our midfield looks best when we have Lavia next to him.
Yes, but right? I'm saying for next season, because we also got the Susugo kid.
Season, bro.
That's what I'm saying for next season.
I'm talking about where we are right now, bro. Because we don't know what's going to happen next
season. Kid?
We don't know if we are going to even keep Andre Santos.
But how much is it?
Oh, we
we're not doing that.
I know that we want to.
We're not doing that.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Chill.
No, I need to address one thing, because I called Joey out a few weeks ago. No, Jimmy, let me handle this. I remember him doing this fear-mongering thing on Ahmed's stream a few weeks ago, where he's like, oh, we're going to sell. I have this conspiracy theory. One of his theories, his tinfoil hat theories, about us selling Andre Santos.
No, I never said anything about us selling Andre Santos.
Yes, you did. You actually did. Because
someone. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
No. You can ask Lewis, because I addressed it. No, you can ask Lewis.
I was fighting Lucas about his theory of Andre Santos being sold.
And you were backing it. 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 Ahmed even admitted it.
You don't get this.
There's really no
speak
benefit.
To me about theories, bro. You didn't hear me. You didn't listen.
There's no
okay?
benefit.
No, I didn't listen because Ahmed even agreed. We talked about it on casually. No, Joey, we talked about it on casually. I brought it up on here the next day. Now you're trying to run. I get it. You have lots of
I don't have to run, bro.
One of them
I don't have to run. There is no balance in this team. If there was balance, we would have Leslie here right now. If there was balance, if we were going to balance the team, Leslie would be here right now.
See how you're diverting? Because we just talked about how we might sell Andre Santos.
No,
you just diverted. You diverted your point right now. I get it. I got you.
I'm sitting here speaking about the balance of the team. And you want to switch the subject.
We don't care about selling Santos or not, bro. Let's go back to the conversation.
People are so. This is what I mean. People are so.
Let's not stray from the conversation about what they're sure about everything. They know what they're talking about.
Wayne Gretzky is the GOAT.
Like the midfield. By the way, the midfield does look like they've been able to get enough talent in that midfield, right?
Sure.
After spending about 400 million on the midfield. If we go through it, you spend 100 on two guys, you spend 60 on one guy, you spend 27 here, you spend 20 here, you spend 30 here. Okay, so you spend a lot of money, and now you have something that kind of, if you pick them apart, it comes to play.
Yeah.
Midfield is one thing. You can have the same thing in the forward line, right? If only you just sign some experienced guys. If there was a young guy, that fits their. Listen, there's a young guy that fits their model. That's 20 or 24 or 23, and he scores the goal. But they're not going to pay the money for him. Do you want to pay the 130?
For who?
Go get Isak then. That's the guy who fits your.
Isak's like 25, 26. I swear Isak's 26.
He's not 26. He's 25.
In fact, he's nearly 26 even.
Yeah, he's probably turning 26.
Okay, then maybe he don't fit the model either.
Yeah, he might be too old now.
He might be too old.
Isak, what's it called, bro? Isak, I'd love to have Isak.
Chelsea. I can't believe you put those.
But you know what it is? Just like the midfield, they're going to luck.
Chelsea don't want him.
They're going to luck into, in my opinion, luck into, or at least accumulate enough where the forward line, like if Esteval or Quenda come in, one of them is going to hit. And if that hits, if Palmer keeps producing, but to me, that just looks like Spurs back in the day, right? With Bale and Modric, and it doesn't. You can have a few world class guys if the whole balance of your entire team isn't really set, because your midfield is still really really young. Like I think next year, just off the factor of them getting better and everything else, yes, they're going to be able to play to a better level in the league. But in the Champions League, I expect them to get cooked. That's a different level. They haven't experienced that yet. None of them have. That's going to be a different level when you're playing against those guys in the Champions League. It's going to take them a while to even get there. And that's because of the balance of the team. Your oldest guy is Enzo, who's never played in the Champions League, who's 23.
Enzo's playing the Champions League, the hell?
He played Champions League.
He was 6 months in the Champions League.
Oh, big up. Yeah, big up.
Yeah, Benfica and the Dortmund.
You got me. That's that experience. He's going. No. He's going to let Andre Santos know what. That's my point, though.
The point still remains, though, Daniel.
You're still going to have faults just because they don't have that kind of experience, even though it's nice. And that's going to. I think if they don't, even if they sign Delap, like you guys are saying, we know Popojan's coming in. We know Quendo's coming in the following year. One of them is going to hit and hit big. Mm-hmm. With that alone, you're going to be top 3. But that's not going to. I'm talking about your intentions of building a squad to challenge for a league title, right? With what they're doing now, they're going to get a squad that's comfortable enough to get top 3 and be in the Champions League. That's going to happen. But is that what we're looking for?
No.
But here's the thing, though.
I'm expecting a title challenge.
You have players that you like. It's going to happen.
Build the squad to appear in a position where it can challenge. All you need to do is make 3 signings.
I'll be honest. If you look, I don't think this team will challenge next season unless
it should do.
No, I'll tell you what. There's the only way that the Chelsea team challenges is if there are 4 level raising signings. So when I say level raisers, I'm not talking about some guy who's fresh out of academy ball or whatever. I'm talking someone who comes in and will immediately make the team better. Because as much as I don't rate the 2 Chuckle brothers out wide, in a way, I get what you're saying in the sense of if they had a better 9, maybe they would go from garbage to half competent or whatever. We also need we also need a proper goalie because we've got too many clowns in our goal.
Petrovic coming back.
We need a proper centre back because none of them are any good. And that Fofana used to be good, but now he's not for me.
Hey, they're the 3rd best in the league, man.
Yeah,
have some respect.
I'll be real. I only think we need 3. I agree with you, Abs, but I think we need 3, and all 3. If this ownership group and these sporting directors were serious, they could get all 3 done this window easy. Like you sign Osimhen, you sign Lookman, and you sign a centre back of real quality. Like there you go. That's all you need, and then we have the
and
squad.
Then Mamadou comes back with all of that too to another.
I'm talking starters. Like, I'm not really
I know, but you got a second one.
But you know what it is? Because I even said this last year. I said specifically, and this is when I was really, really big on the whole Elise thing. I was saying, listen, if you get Elise and another 2 guys who really will elevate the team, then you'll be a lot closer to the top than you are now anyway. Unfortunately, we decided to spunk another 200 M's on garbage. This year, there can be no margin for error. These guys who come in have to be level raisers. No, Bruno Rodrigo is not one of them. I love Rodrigo, but he's not one of these guys who, unless you're going to play him left wing, he's not going to elevate the team like that.
I think he would, but not in this system.
Left wing, yes. Right wing, no.
I think he would on either wing, but not in this system. Again, he if you're going to get Rodrigo, I want him way closer to goal than our wingers are currently playing in the system.
Rodrigo left wing is fine. I'm not having him right wing though. I've watched loads of Madrid games this season.
We don't actually need him on the right. We would need him on the left. And he's
Exactly.
actually a left winger. And I don't think that the only way I see a Rodrigo even happening is if we're willing to give Enzo Fernandez to him. Like that's the only way I can even see something like that even happening.
Yeah, I'm not saying that'll happen. I'm just saying in general, Rodrigo's not like
the problem here though, Abs, is like the winger. There's not many wingers that are available that are good. Like in my opinion, like I'm just gonna be honest. Like I was sitting here on my channel for like a half hour yesterday thinking of like what left wingers are actually good. Like,
well, depends. Do you like Ademola Lookman? I think
but I think Lookman stays in Italy.
I think we could grab Lookman.
I personally think he stays in Italy. Like, I just And even then, Lookman's not the type of. He's not a winger. He's an inside forward. Like, if anything.
Yeah,
like,
true to them. There is one.
Like, if you think about it, right? If you just like put it in perspective of just a winger, right? Like an actual winger. Like the ones that are actually good, that are left wingers, have already moved. Like they've moved within the last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like there's not. I can't give you. I can't actually like give you a name out there that I would like say is levels at left wing that would be a good fit that hasn't moved, right? That hasn't already moved. You know what I'm saying? Like Due, Vara, like there isn't like I can't really give you a name that would give you that needle mover. You know what I'm saying? Is like the word needle mover that you were looking for. I don't know a left wing that I would that you would go get. That's a needle mover.
Yeah, but Joey, you know what it is? When I said someone who moves the needle, right? So I need to make this very clear, right?
Lewis, can you send the message to Jimmy for me?
Yeah, wait, hang on.
Well, do you want me to send it to Jimmy?
Well, hey, Joey, so you know what it is?
Yeah, go on, Abs.
A needle mover doesn't have to be someone who, what's it called? Doesn't have to be someone who's known it. You know, sometimes you can sign someone and they just elevate your team like really to a high level. So just an example, I'm not saying this will happen if we go sign a winger, but you know when Mo Salah went to Liverpool, at the time people were just saying, yeah, he's a good player. He flopped at Chelsea, but he's just a good player, and immediately he doesn't go in his debut.
Bro, he came off of a
Jamie, are you still here?
Season at Roma that year.
Nah, I know, but what I'm saying is that no one was rating Salah as a world-class footballer. They just said he's a good winger. You know what I'm saying?
I get you, but like, all right. So like, who then is that player? There's not like that's my point here in the end, though. My point still really stands. It's like we don't really necessarily have that like. There's a player out there that I could.
He saw it.
That truly I could see. You know, that is a good fit. Like that is a good fit that could be that needle mover. Like everyone just feels more like Nani. Like we're getting another Nani. It's kind of unproven, knows how to take on their guy, but isn't really a proven goal scorer. Like I feel like everyone's like that. Like even like I could put Gittins in that category. I could put a handful of players in that category. I to me that straight up position, that left wing position is the one where I'm just like, man, I don't know what we do. That's why I would rather just spend money on a striker and then get a cheap option at left wing. Then like that would be since we are going to go young and cheap anyways. Like
that's
no. Listen, if I'm buying a striker, you have a manager who's flexible. You find a way to play that striker with Jackson and switch things up. But for me, it's like first of all, I'm spending the $5 million. I'm sending Sancho back. That's the first thing I'm doing. And then, 100%. And then if you're saying about buying somebody for that role, like you said, if there's nobody out there who's world class, and I know Quenda is coming the following year, right? It's okay to stay pat with what you got and give some of these other guys a little more in terms of minutes. What's the soccer kid? Sorry, what's his name? George. George, Nani, these guys, they'll play more. We know Esteval's coming in, right? So I don't know. I just feel like just get the striker. That's the one area where we know the quality in what we're going to get if we sign certain guys. So I feel like that's just what you have to do. Worry about the rest of it. And if you have a top manager, you figure out a way to work those guys in. And yeah, so I'm not forcing it. I'm not signing by no Gittins. He looks mid.
I got a question.
By the way, that Sean Newlands, you see what you said, hear me out, I take Gordon. I can't lie. I hear what you're saying, but I don't really think Gordon's to hear me out like that.
Oh, I'd take Gordon. Now, I wouldn't have taken him back when we were linked.
Hear me out in the Tuchel times.
No, but the thing is, Gordon isn't a hear me out now. Gordon is rated. Like everyone knows.
Yeah, but Abs, here's the thing. A couple years ago, when Tuchel wanted this man, nobody wanted.
I know at the time.
Yeah, but not everybody chooses to go play Football Manager.
No. But here's the thing, though, Joey. A couple years ago,
right,
yes.
I'm just gonna leave. This is gonna be the
No,
conversation.
but hear this, bro. Joey. A couple years
I
ago,
want to know
he wasn't hearing
what.
me out. He wasn't
I
hearing me
don't
out.
care about the signings. We can't sign nobody. Why are we talking about signings? I want to talk about how we can get to top 4, or Conference League is even achievable to whatever. My question is, how are we gonna get top 4 if this manager does not get top 4 but wins conference? Is he deserved to stay?
He's gonna end up staying.
He'll end up staying, but no, he don't deserve to stay.
Does he deserve to? Is a different question to will he? Because I think he will regardless.
It's pretty much guaranteed, Joey.
And in terms of getting top 4, win all of our home games, win at least 1 or 2 of the aways, and that should be enough.
Also, Alex, he can stay or go, as I said.
Yo,
Until we get better players, it doesn't really make much of a difference.
Why every conversation we got to be asking if we're firing the manager? Y'all not tired of doing that every fucking day?
Yeah, we did that we did it last season every day. That's what you're talking about. Now it's my turn.
Fucking 10th. We went
that
10th.
manager was shit. This manager ain't shit.
What we talking about?
Bro,
we
were
went
in
10th.
Yeah, I think he's shit.
Then I see why you want him gone, but the win.
No, that's not only why.
We're in 4th right now. It ain't no comparison.
It is.
All right, whatever, bro.
Ovi is the GOAT. You're just upset.
Why is it?
By the way, I can't believe you sing Canada or Canada. You freaking fraud. You're not even Canadian.
I don't give a fuck. Wayne Gretzky is.
My question is, what if he loses conference? Do you think they will keep him if he's not getting top 4 and he loses conference league?
Yeah, I think
Why is he losing conference league? Hold on,
As long as these directors are here, they're keeping him.
Why is he losing conference league? We haven't lost the conference league yet. Why is he losing?
I'm saying if.
Jimmy, you gotta understand. In the final, we're gonna be facing Anthony.
Yeah, Robert's useful for him.
Like, what? Every conversation is all right. Yes, okay, we will fire him. Yes. Anything else? Like every fucking time, every conversation got to lead to talking about firing the manager. You said you didn't care about signings because you can't make signings yet. But then you talking about shit that we can't do yet, like firing the manager. You can't.
But that's more achievable That's more achievable to think about now.
You cannot fire the manager right now. You cannot.
What do you mean?
What you replace him with?
What do you mean? What I mean? I just said it.
No, I'm saying okay, never mind.
Right
okay,
now.
if you put in the question that way, it's fine. It's fine.
The manager's job is safe regardless of where we finish and if we win the Conference League. His job's safe.
Even if his job is not safe,
okay,
you still can't fire him right now.
As long as the directors are in here, he's gonna stay here. Because if they have to get rid of him, it's gonna look bad on them, and they're probably gonna get fired too.
Yeah, and they're speaking about Maresca like changing the culture around and the philosophy of the whole squad anyway. So that's why they want to have the continuity with him. They wanted possession-based football, innit?
It's not even just that. We saw what happened last season with Poch. Poch would still be here if he didn't speak out. It had nothing to do with where he finished.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing to do with where he finished. It's because he spoke out about against the owners and the directors. That's why he got sacked.
Thankfully, his mouth was running just like
they
the rest
had
of
to
our
actually
players.
sit down of the meeting of the minds, and the minds ain't meet. I don't think it was speak out. They actually had after season evaluation, and when that evaluation was done, he got let go. We don't.
No, but Jimmy,
out.
the reason I say
why I was asking that question. Hold on,
Jimmy.
Scott.
The reason I say that. No, hang on. The reason I say that is because the reason I say that is because Jimmy. Say for example, I don't think we will either. But hear me out. For example, if we finish 6th this season and didn't win the Conference League, I don't think Maresca gets sacked. That's my point. Is I don't think he gets sacked for that, and that's why I say I think it was more down to Poch because we all saw you say that spoke out he lost his head at the end of that last season in press conferences. He just started talking all sorts of nonsense, started just saying stupidness. I think that's what got him sacked. If he'd have kept his mouth shut, I think he would still be here. Well, be here. He would have started the season with us. I'll say.
I don't think. I still think that.
My reasoning is because when you're talking the signings, you're talking about the signings that suits the style of play that he plays. Why would you try to build the future when the person you're not literally, if you're not that, how you say it, like confident or
y'all not on the same page.
Yeah.
He wanted to
So
build a
that's
team
why I
around
was asking.
Gallagher. Firebird Finch, bro.
No, well, one person wants to build the team around Gallagher. This person, who's he building team around?
No one. That's the point.
That's what I'm saying. For example, everybody talks about that we need
And
experience,
we're still
right?
doing better, so it don't matter.
No, for
Alex.
me, it's better. For me, it's better in the long run, right? Because I want to see
Alex,
all these
me saying
guys,
that, by
all
the way,
these
is not
One
midfielders
at a
that's
time,
around the same
people.
age. I want to see them get the exact same chance. I want to see Lavia, Sugo, Santos, all of them get a chance to actually play. If you want to go with a young squad and develop guys and see who's the best, everyone should get equal chances to like get
Let's up now.
come on. Because if we go next year, Lavia is starting every time he comes back from being hurt. I don't know about that. I don't like that.
My point about this, it's not about like for example, like okay, he's better doing the Pochettino. I don't disagree with it. But is that the gap that we needed to fill when everybody was wanted to Pochettino to leave? This is the
All right,
this
well,
is the
Alex,
gap.
okay, we fire him. Then what? Let's say we fire him.
Get
Then
somebody else.
Like who?
I'm not letting these
I
directors.
don't know.
Okay.
Directors gotta go.
So fire him just because.
Go and get Luis Enrique.
No, it's not. It's not about fire him because first of all, like
direction you trying to go?
I think
If you
he'll
don't
still
like
do it.
his direction,
I don't.
always get fired. Yeah, fire him. Fuck it, fire him.
I think Luis Enrique still wants to come to the Premier League.
Hey, do it.
Yes.
Fuck it.
I'm saying, like, for example, what
I think it really wants to come to the Premier League. I think he wanted to face Pep as well, and we fucked that up.
No, Lewis, I agree with you, but I want to just see people cry when he starts playing the same football. And it's just as boring.
Would it did great with this team with all these injuries? That's what we saying. Luis Enrique.
No, Luis Enrique is going to ask for. He's going to ask for world class. I don't know if you ask for someone like Osimhen.
That's my point. When I was saying that when everybody knows that we need experience, this manager is not even asking. Did you ever heard about this manager even saying anything about signings? What kind of signings or experience or anything?
Why?
You
Because
just
he didn't say it on the press conference in front of you.
He doesn't like to talk about signings.
Anything you don't hear in the press conference in front of you, that means it didn't happen.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So how you know what he asking for? How are we supposed to know that?
How?
How are we supposed to know what kind of players he's asking?
How do you know that we need experience signings?
No, I said how you.
I'm asking you. Okay.
He's asking.
Let me answer your question with a little bit of conversation with you. How do you know that we need that experienced player, or how do you know we need striker? You see it, right, Jimmy? You see it.
The question, and now I'm hearing the
No.
question. I don't know where
Yes, I'm trying to answer your question, Jimmy. If you just don't be pain in the ass, just answer.
You asking me, how do I know we need a striker? What the?
Yes, how do you know?
Alex, we don't have one.
That's okay. Well, we do. We have Jackson and we have Nkunku.
We don't have a striker, bro. We don't have a striker.
I'm saying you can see that we need a striker. Did the manager say that we need a striker? No.
Yes,
I'm answering you.
Did say we need a striker. Back when we was trying to get one, that's what he said. And then when
around
we
January,
he
did
we gonna work with what we got.
No, but him saying he would need a striker now would be stupid. That would be ludicrous. That would be nonsense. Because
you didn't get it. I was trying to say that the manager sometimes don't say it does not mean that we don't need it. Jimmy's trying to say if the manager didn't say in the press conference, that means that he's not saying it out like inside the conversation.
No, that's not. You guys are misinterpreting it. That's not what he was saying.
Total opposite what I'm saying.
That's not what he was saying.
What the fuck? That's why we clearly here beefing, because I said the total opposite. I said just because he didn't come out and say what kind of striker he don't mean he's not saying what kind of striker he want. He just ain't say it publicly. That's what I said. I don't know what kind of fucking players Poch wanted. I know he wanted Gallagher, but I don't know who he wanted that wasn't on our team.
No, Jimmy, we know some of them. He wanted Ugarte. I was wrong about him, by the way. I will hold my hands up and say I was completely wrong about him.
Oh, yeah, Ugarte. Look at that. Woo! Dodged the bullet there. These cheeks.
Yeah, I was wrong about him. Holy shit.
That dude is cheap. He wanted Ugarte and fucking Gallagher. Come on. What are we talking about? Imagine that midfield. Think about it. Close your eyes. Smell that grass. You smell that Stamford Bridge grass? Now smell the fart from everybody shitting on themselves watching that midfield.
Don't forget you want to keep Havertz and Mount.
Hey, respect Mel, man. Why you gotta be in this, man? Why you gotta be in this, man?
Look at that shit, yo.
It's Timo Werner, not him. It's Timo Werner. Stop.
Brother, what's that?
What's that?
What's that, brother?
What's the brother?
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We really played.
Man won the lineup with Chilwell, Mount, Havertz, and Gallagher, man. That would have been
what the fuck is
horrible.
going on, man? Pochettino put Chilwell at left wing. Fuck out of here. All y'all niggas died.
Mount's injury issues are bad enough now.
Y'all niggas in here telling me about fucking Pochettino. That nigga had
time?
Chilwell at left wing.
Man, Potts got Yunus Musa playing right wing, bro. You don't know what the
Got him
fuck.
playing right back, doesn't
He has, bro.
Niggas, that nigga had Lionel Messi playing the 6. Fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, he did.
Lionel Messi in the 6.
Bro, man had 6 league goals out of Messi in a season.
Yo, that nigga Pochettino is the only motherfucker who ever stopped Messi. Nobody ever in this world ever stopped Messi. Pochettino did it.
Man had people thinking he was washed.
He made the world think Messi was washed. The nigga won a World Cup the very next. Oh, come on. Y'all Pochettino motherfuckers, do us a favor. Drink bleach. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
one or the other.
Drink bleach.
And man wonder why I start disrespecting people who prop Poch. Come on, bro.
On that left back? Oh,
you deserve it.
Motherfucking Messi in the 6, my nigga. Messi playing the 8.
Bro, man had Neymar playing DM at one point and doing wingback shifts.
Yo.
How you put Neymar at wingback?
Pochettino came here and lost to Mexico. We had beat Mexico like 15 straight. Pochettino, first game against Mexico. Fucking lost. Get him the fuck out of my country.
Fucking Potts, man.
Ain't Trump deporting a lot of Latinos? Ain't this motherfucker? Don't he speak Spanish?
Nah, but anyway, they cool with Argentina though. So.
I gotta go. My family is leaving, so I'll see you guys later. Ovechkin is the goat. Hold that, Jimmy.
Yo, get out of here. Ovechkin's a fucking scrub. Ovechkin needs teeth. I don't respect people who got money and no teeth.
How do you even come up with this?
I don't know. Because I want to pair those perfect teeth so bad, man.
That shit like, how are you rich when you got shit? You know why I hear it?
Rich with a whole tooth missing in the front. Obi,
yeah, you know what? That is a bit sus.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Well, check out the hygiene and all of that, bro. Bro, plainly don't wipe his ass and all that shit.
Probably stinks,
shout out Sean saying at this point move heaven and earth for Campos. You should have already done it.
Yeah,
that would just be one move that would get you so much more faith in the ownership. Go get Campos
and get rid of Win Stupid.
Get rid of both.
Jump for joy.
Or even like Scott said, he could oversee the pair of them so they don't make any stupid decisions.
No, man, oversee that. That'd be like an extra pair of balls. Who needs that?
Why are we giving them jobs for no reason? Just to oversee the pair of them. That's what what's his name was supposed to do.
Yeah, Pavel said,
I got no loyalty to them two bums.
Pavel heard them niggas playing. It was like, who? Liam Delap next year? Nah, I'm out. Fire me. Gardening leave, nigga. Get rid of me. Hanging around
all of that, bro. But yeah, Sean, I'm with you, man. Wait till the contract expires and get that fucker at Chelsea immediately.
Give me Campos. I'll take him. Get rid of Win Stupid.
This summer is so straightforward in terms of what you have to do to get the fans on side, and it's completely your fault if you don't do it. Completely your fault. We are very close to greatness. But in terms of
just build a team ready to win, man.
Yeah, now we're just in a point where we have to like just win whatever games we can and hope it's enough to get top 5. And it should be, because I don't think we're going to lose any of our home games. I think we win all of them. The away games, I actually have an eye on Forest. I think we could win that one. I think their season will be done earlier than ours. And the rest is Newcastle and Fulham. We could get some.
We get top 5. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, neither do I. A lot of people are worried about it based off the last 4 games, but I really think things could fall into place for us before that. Liverpool win the league before they play us, they'll be on the beach. Forest, I expect to be on the beach. Fulham, we always seem to do well at Fulham. There'll be a tough test, but it should be a test we should pass. I think we get top 5 and hopefully everybody stops complaining.
The question is Man City and Newcastle. I think Castle fall off.
Same. I don't think City rise up like that as well. Newcastle City play worse than we do. Everyone's just worried about them because of name value.
But the best part is it's in our hands, though. We're in the driver's seat, so that's the best thing you can do. Really, is have it in your hands, not in.
But if you don't, if we don't make top 5, I don't know.
Newcastle game in hand. We need them to drop points somewhere.
Yeah, more or less.
Ideally, maybe against us. Fuck it. Why not? What a fucking statement if we win at Newcastle, by the way. What a fucking statement. Because we can. Like, even when we had that rotated squad in the cup, like, we played well. It was just bozos everywhere. But we were making a fuck ton of chances in that game, and we were getting the ball into right positions for it. It was just Felix and Nkunku in the middle. One was just doing nothing, and the other was just shooting wide all game. So yeah, I got optimism for that one, man. The only games that really, really worry me is like Liverpool. That's about it. And yeah, that's my thoughts on the top 4 race. I expect us to get top 5. It's just whether it's 4, 4, 5. I'm not worried about United. United is always down to our own stupidity. They're shit. Can we capitalize on it, or are we going to piss off and face United again?
We're not beating United.
What?
You don't think so, Scott?
Are we home?
Yeah, home.
We're not beating United.
Because if it's away, we're not winning. Yeah, but
we're not winning at home either. Daniel, you know we beat them twice in like 15 league games.
I thought that was away.
That's just different.
No, that's in general.
Oh, that's overall. Oh, yeah.
You're saying general. Yeah.
It's a draw. That's the biggest.
Our 4-3 win against them was our last
drawn fixture, isn't it?
2018 in the league.
No, 2017.
Oh my god.
17.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't think we lose, but we probably don't.
Yeah, no, we don't lose. Daniel, it's not losses. It's draws. That game has the biggest draw, like biggest nothing 0-0 draw I've ever seen in my life.
Just incredible how much we shit the bed in that fixture. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Really don't get it. And yeah, I'm with you. Our record against the top 6 ain't great, but now it's time to change it. United, change it. Fucking, who's the other one? Liverpool. God knows. If Arsenal can't drop any points and they have to win the league at our ground, I'm resigned to the fact we're not winning that one. But that one's more like spider bye, top of the table, balling out. They're going to have so much motivation for that one. It just is what it is.
Well, let's hope we don't need that game.
Oh, no, we're going to need that. Our hope is they don't.
Oh, shit. I mean...
They could have a guard of honor at the bridge happily.
I don't like this, man.
Oh, yeah. The Liverpool winning the league at our ground and singing about it for decades. I hate that thought, man. Makes me sick. But that's where we're at now because these fuckers lost to Fulham. Pricks. Fucking pricks. And they'd rather win it at ours anyway, so Arsenal can give them the guard of honor, innit? But yeah, with the Ipswich game, I don't really expect to see any real changes compared to the Brentford match, other than the return of Jackson and Palmer. Number one will be back in the starting lineup, and Cucurella, and that's about it. I want us to make a statement in this match. Like all Enzo Maresca has to do for a team talk is put the reverse fixture up on the screen and just look at everybody in disgust. Just be like, revenge. Don't let them leave the league without a loss to us, and just send them out and go win 3 or 4 more.
If they do it twice, then
oh boy,
they can't do it twice. I'm expecting.
It won't happen.
A 2-0, 3-1 type of win.
Yeah, it won't happen.
Yeah.
I'm expecting like 3 goals minimum. Do the same thing you did in that second half against Legia Warsaw. It should be the same type of beat. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. If you're serious, if you're a serious outfit, it doesn't matter how out of form we are, how much we don't rate these players. If we're a serious outfit that should be getting Champions League, this is a team we should be putting to the sword.
And it's just 7 games left. We're top 4. I mean, Newcastle have a game in hand, but we need to get to top 5. That's all we need. It's never been easier.
So, it really is up to us.
We have to do it, Champions League, man. We can't go another year.
This to me is just about
3 years.
Raise the goal difference and keep it stepping from there. Joe, maybe Delap will score because they will be able to catch us on transition, and we do have bozos at the back. So, like, I could hear maybe not a clean sheet, but I expect us to bag at least 3.
It was a problem against us the first time round.
With the like the morons we have at the back and the I was about to say something nuts, but the dude in goal, we're probably not keeping a clean sheet. I don't care, just win, innit? No. Just.
This is the last write off for the rest of the season. Like, I don't have to explain how destabilizing it would be not to win this one, but I'm really not that concerned about it, just by how much. Because what is the goal difference saying quickly? I think City have a higher goal difference than us. I have to double check. So we've got 4 more than Newcastle, and we're level with City. So we got to take advantage of this one. Equal goal difference. Villa's sitting on 0. 46 goals for, 46 against. Fulham's on 5. Brighton's on 2. So, we just need to open up a gap on City.
Yeah,
City
we're right there. We have to,
Palace tomorrow.
I just have to say it again. It gets brought up a lot. This league is cheeks, man. This league is fucking dreadful.
Yeah, I don't know if you're saying, the league is so much harder. It's just trash.
By the way, I didn't realize this until I heard it on AFTV the other day. You know, Arsenal this season have less points than in Emery's first season.
Wow.
Swear.
Yes. At this time, at like the same point. Like the same time, same point in the season, they were on more points under Emery in his first season.
What the fuck? Wait, hold up. Oh, at this point under
Emery. This point of the season, they had more points under Emery in his first year than they do currently.
18-19. Arsenal ended on 70 points, and they're on 62 right now. We ended on 72 points, and we're on 53. City and Liverpool, no point. Tottenham are on 71 then, and now they're on fucking... what are they on? 37. United went from 66 to 38. Yeesh. Everton ended 8th. I haven't seen them so high up in the table in 8, and Wolves up in 7.
Guess who their manager was?
Drop off. Everton. It was that season.
Ancelotti.
Was it?
18-19. When the season after? So it was 19.
No, it was that season.
18-19 was Ancelotti.
No, 18-19 wasn't Ancelotti.
Was it?
Yes. I swear that was straight after Sam Allardyce.
I swear that would have been 18-19 would have been
Duncan Ferguson.
Yeah, no, he came
Marco Silva. Marco Silva.
Yeah, he came in 2019.
Yeah, it was Marco Silva 18-19.
Oh no! He joined. Hang on. Yeah, he joined during
the season after.
Yeah, he joined during 1920.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, midway through. Fucking hell, man. That's crazy. Oh, that's nuts. Right, I'm going to wrap up this stream, though, because I need to go step out. It's another birthday session. So, yeah, we're getting lit. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in, though. Big up to the panel as well. It's been great to chat Chelsea with you guys, as always. I'm going to send everyone over to Sarcasm City TV. They're doing a little Chelsea chat over there, too. So, everybody head over there immediately. And because we need United to win, spam GGMU. We'll see you guys back tomorrow. And as always, up the